Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Baltimore by Night. We have returned, and it's going to be a wonderful, non-stressful, non-crying, not emotional night.
Why are you gonna say it like that?
I'm scared.
Feel pretty good.
Yeah, it should be good. No real beginning announcements, I don't believe. We should be good to go. Yeah, I think we're good. Katrina, what's happening last time?
So last time we started with Cozy working some with the theater crew and kicking out this rando named Johnny who was doing some kind of performance art bullshit and causing a scene. Sean went to the racetrack where he saw Jack again and met his new vehicle, Sarah. He also mentioned starting a cartery. And then mentioned a kindred woman named Amato who had been asking about Sean, and Sean promptly had a panic attack and then avoided talking about said panic attack for the rest of the episode. Liz conspired with Mari to lock Cozy in a room and have a real conversation about what's been going on with her, and they had a heart-to-heart. And Cozy admitted how paranoid she'd been, and Liz assured her that she loved her and would never hurt her or Sabrina, and that everything was fine. Jilon was asked by Stanley to get the rest of us to do some modeling, and then asked to do a super secret favor without revealing any secrets by Fred the Malkavian Chamberlain. He helped him reburied the torpored body of the former Prince Isaac, prince right before Marco. Sorry, the dog was like doing circles in his bed and just bumped into the to the thing beside him and took off running, terrified. Sorry. We then heard from the we went and fed, and then we heard from the PI, Ray Stone, that he found Chris Church. And while we were on the way there, John Thomas called Liz to say that there is an emergency Ventrue Board Meeting in an hour and a half, and that the Emperor has fallen and we need a meeting right now. The only emperor that Liz has ever heard of is the self-styled independent emperor of DC, Marcus Vitel, who for many years masqueraded as a Ventrue before it came out during a Sabat attack of 99 that he's actually La Sombra. But he rules DC with an iron fist, or did until very recently. But since we still have an hour and a half, and Ebenezer did suggest a few nights ago that it would be really great for me to give him the head of Chris Church on a platter, we decided to scope out the church and see if we can kick his ass if he is alone before the board meeting. So that's where we were heading last time. I believe you said this church was out near like the Mission Society, which the neighborhood, I cannot remember where that is.
Don't you have a meeting?
I do, but it's in an hour and a half, and we're not that far away.
Yeah.
All right.
I know, but it's a board meeting, and having an answer for what's going on with this guy would certainly help.
So we begin with y'all rolling up across down the block, across the street of the old church where Mr. Church might be.
Yeah.
Pull up. You do see lights on in the church. There's a couple new signs that are like, basically like newly opened and stuff like that.
The church is newly opened?
Yeah, reopened.
Well, shit.
There was a sign that's like Sunday service beginning at like 9, and then another one at 11, and one at 3.
But that's tomorrow. Is tomorrow Sunday? What day is it?
Good question.
Yeah, what day is
Let's
it?
find out. There are 7 days a week, and I have a D7 right here.
Do you have a
Have a
D7?
D7? What the fuck is a D7?
The 7-sided D.
Actually, it's over on the other, over yonder. So I just use a D8. It is indeed Saturday.
We could sneak in.
Yeah, we could.
Correction, Cozy could sneak in.
I guess I could.
We know this guy comes here. We just got to know if he's here or not. Are there a lot of people going in and out?
Yeah, does it look like it's actively open right now?
Other than the lights on, you don't really see people entering or exiting.
Could be some sort of lock-in event.
I mean, I guess.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah. I guess we could all like sneak around the back, see if we can get closer, and then if anybody goes in, then it should be the person that can go invisible.
So
Let's do that.
Those of you who can afford to, I would suggest Blush of Life in case we run into any mortals.
I think some of us may have done that already this night from last episode, because I'm pretty sure I did.
I know I did, but
What are we doing? I wasn't paying attention.
right, you never do.
We're the belly of the beast.
Do you do that on purpose?
Sorry, this is Reese, not Sean. I
Okay.
no,
Okay. This
Wait.
I
this-
mean, honestly, it tracks that he would be distracted. So.
You're different than your character?
a little bit, slightly.
Most of us aren't.
I
Little
usually
bit.
am pretty good
I
about
am.
paying
I'm
attention.
not. I'm exactly like Kozaline.
We're at the church thing
mhm.
We're at Chris Church's Christ Church.
exactly the same night as we were doing last game.
correct.
I did do Blush of Life when I was at the car meetup, so I'm
Okay.
good on that. I am now caught up.
Sweet.
All right, let's do this.
All right. You so you're all walking out back to the alley. It's a small alley because it's between the areas, so not a ton of room in there. You do see a what appears to be a homeless person just sitting there with a cart full of stuff and just looks at you like, it's like, I need money for booze. I'm not gonna lie.
Jilon does not does not engage with the person that he considers disgusting. But I do not.
I'll give him $5.
It's like, thanks.
And I guess let's see if we could find like a window or something.
So go into the back, you see some stained glass windows.
Are there any windows that we can see through?
Stained glass windows.
Oh,
But
okay, we
that's
can
on the
actually
back.
see through them.
Not very well, but those are the windows in the back.
Did we notice any sort of like skylights or anything, openings on the roof that might be more easy to see through?
And let me send a picture of it. So let's see.
I'm
what
not sure what all churches look like. They worship the sun, so there's got to be openings to the sun.
Unless they don't. There it is.
I mean, we might not be able to see the roof from where we are.
Yeah, there's no skylights on that roof. I did send a picture under our chat of the church. I don't know if you'll be
I
able
will
to
pin it.
see it. Nope, ain't working. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I think, old Catholic church, so you know how they are. There only appears to be like one small door in the back.
I don't see anything posted.
Yeah, you didn't post anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just
It's in the
pinned it.
Baltimore by night.
Mm-mm.
I literally just pinned
It is. She just pinned it.
So it's not visible except in the pin.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't.
What?
last week, 10:31.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was looking at today because it's today.
Yeah, that you just sent it.
No.
No, I said it well about last time.
You can't trust anything.
Mhm.
All right, let's we're on the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that homeless guy still watching us?
He's there. He might be watching you. He might be sleeping. It's hard to tell. He's got his head down like.
It's gonna limit some of the things we could do.
Give him $50 and he'll go away. Tell him to go get booze.
It's true. That would work.
Jilon pulls out a 50 and gives it to Sean.
All right. And I hand it over to the guy and say, all right, get lost for the time being.
Thanks, man. You're a saint. And he goes and gives you a hug.
Oh, it's, yeah. Oh.
He's really good at those.
Oh.
He's like,
Uh, get some Purell, you know, get a little.
yeah. Grabs his card. He's like, nah, go get some booze. I can get the good stuff.
Get something that'll kill that bacteria, yeah. Whew.
He just starts pushing his cart around the back to the street to go find a place. I mean, granted, it is very late, so there probably aren't very many places open. But you know, you can always try to find some.
I'm gonna try to, once he's out of the way, look in the window.
In the window.
Try to find one piece of the window that is clearer than the others. One of the lighter colored.
You just vaguely make out some shadowy shapes walking around.
Okay. Looks like there's some people in there.
How many?
Handful, right? Something like that. It's hard to say, but about as many as us or so, maybe. Can't get much out of it. We gotta get in there.
Because if we go in there, I'm afraid they're gonna know what we are immediately. And because this place is open, they could just be regular people.
Yeah, we gotta be sure. Who looks normal? Maybe they could go in the front door and see if they're open.
I look at Sean.
Wait a minute. Sean, you never met them.
Who?
Exactly. Fuck.
Then how do I know? Then how do I know who I'm looking
Well, okay,
for?
you've seen the social media pictures. At least you know which one. We can point out which one is Chris Church. But they won't recognize you if they see you is the issue, because they've seen all of our faces.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that out.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I am regretting sending the Brujah in, but okay.
We could
Listen,
try like a disguise type situation, but it might not be good.
No, let's do this.
Just walk in, just and sit down, or whatever. When you know what, I'll just act natural. And he opens the door, goes
jeez.
goes in.
They just walk into the church.
That's fine.
Walk forward. There's just a couple people kind of moving around. One of them spots you. Younger.
I'll wave and then take his seat in the back pew.
Person walks up is like, "Oh, hello. How? What brings you in tonight?"
Oh, I got a lot on my mind, and I just needed, I thought I needed to like be closer, you know. It's not quite the same in your house, you know.
Yeah. Understandable. So let's see here. What horrible things await you?
Could I?
Do you
I guess
have?
do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say roll. Do you think Sean would have any experience whatsoever inside churches?
I mean, besides maybe like every Sunday growing up kind of thing.
And so let's do wits and academics, religion, if you have that. But if you don't have it, just academics.
Or just
Yeah.
wits?
Mhm.
It's going to be just wits.
All right.
Which is 3. So, and then 2 hunger. Uh, 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, as you're sitting there and you look around, just, remember growing up and stuff, there are things around that just are off for a church. Like, there's no crucifixes or anything around, which normally, and like on the altar, there's nothing there either, which is a little unusual. Not totally on the altar part, but just overall, like, certain things are missing that you expect to see.
All right.
Versus,
I
so,
look.
I mean, yeah.
Just was like, I hope you don't mind. I don't mean to intrude. I know it's late, but I was, just, it's just
Our
stuff
doors are
going on, man.
always open for people. It's understandable.
Thank you kindly. I do appreciate it.
If you want to talk to like, a priest or something, we can get someone to come out.
No, I don't mean to disturb him. I just needed just to feel closer, to the big man. So I'll try and be in and out real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay. If you need anything,
I really appreciate it.
yeah, just taps you on the shoulder and then walks away.
Elbows, just kind of sets his head on the pew in front, just and then immediately pulls out a phone, just like, yeah, this ain't a church. To the rest of the group.
I meant guns blazing, not a church, or
Did you
I don't
see
see
any of those people?
I don't see Jesus.
Do you see
what the
Chris
fuck does that
or
mean?
I want to peek my head back up and do, if I can, an awareness.
Okay.
All right, so
What's an awareness?
2 of those, and that's like a 2 in awareness, so it'd be total of 5. It's you 3 plus the hunger. Let's see. Well, there's 110, no other 10s, but those are all successes. So 5 successes.
All right. So you're looking up and you kind of notice that a couple people are congregating in one area, and if Chris is here, he's probably over there. It's probably where in a typical church where the pastor and priest and all of them would go off to like get dressed, change in the office, those areas.
Back area. Okay. Yeah, just no direct, just like real quick, no direct sight. Probably in back.
Just turn to the others, really wishing we had the guy who could actually tell who's a kindred and who's not. We should learn how to do that.
what is that?
It's animalism, I think.
Oh,
I think it's a gangrel thing. I'm not sure.
I can smell what kind of blood they have.
I
But
smell you.
Would that help, Kevin? Because vampires
hasn't in the
typically don't
past.
have a resonance, right?
I can tell somebody's residence.
yeah,
Wait
Yeah.
a minute, your thing can tell if somebody's a vampire or not, right?
Reveals the target's emotional state, resonance, supernatural type. Yep. Active blood sorcery, or if the target has committed the outlawry.
it's too bad none of those windows had been broken previously, and then we could just look in the hole.
Yeah.
That looks like they've been refurbishing the place to make it presentable.
We could try it.
Break the window?
No, I mean, try your Auspex stuff. He mentioned he doesn't see Chris, so. I'm gonna
Did Sean
gonna-
get a strict count of how many people are inside?
Do you want to ask that?
Hey,
Yeah,
Sean,
how many people are inside, Sean? How many fingers?
And then how many people were in there that I could see anyway?
Hey, because you turn it up and that's where the people. How many are in there? Yeah.
How many
Yeah,
people were inside did we see, or are you trying to figure that out?
You guesstimate just based on silhouettes, maybe 4 people. Like definitely one, and you think you saw like kind of 3 people just in the one corner.
At least 4.
What if we pulled the fire alarm?
We could take 4 people.
We could, but like I
Is
said, my
the key word there is at least.
well, the other thing is my issue is not that can we take 4 people. My issue is I don't want to kill 4 innocent people who are just here because they got lured in by a cult.
Evan, do they have the like little steps or like a prayer stool like towards the front?
I've never technically been in this place, but judging by
just
the
guessing.
thing, I would say probably it's
You're
the
making
layers
it up, Kevin, because I looked. There are no photos of the inside of this place.
Nope.
All right.
Oh,
so
no, that's sus.
So
it's been
It's
closed,
been closed
down
for
for a
many
while.
years.
Yeah.
And church websites
I mean,
don't
we know
have.
that this was a vampire. Like,
Well, yeah, but like this is a real life building, but
Mhm.
also churches don't have the best website maintenance.
it's true.
So like if the only
Yeah.
photos of the inside were maintained by the church and the church has been closed for 10 years.
But so it's got like, so there's the level of the altar and then a step down and then one more step and then the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna just kind of like kneel on one of the steps and just like pray, pretend to pray right there. See if I can get any kind of better look.
As you do that, a figure from the shadows approaches you, wearing kind of like a black cassock and everything, getting all like priestly looking, and they're just like push their hand. It's like, do you wish for any kind of communion, my son?
I mean, maybe in just a moment. I just kind of wanted to go up to the front and just pray again. I was kind of wanting that closeness, as I was telling the other fellow.
Yes, closeness, but it does get really close if you have communion, and we do offer open communion regardless of your parent church.
I would definitely like that. Unfortunately, just habit from growing up. It's always like you pray first and then you take communion. So if you don't mind, I mean, if you want it the other way, I understand. But like, I'll oblige. But
Well, we also, if you wish, I also was asking so that I can get the materials ready.
Yes, please.
Oh, and I assure you, we're not like one of those crappy non-denominational churches that offer you bad grape juice and stale cookies. We actually have wine.
That's very nice. I'm just gonna go pray real quick if that's all right.
I'm just gonna go.
How
There you go.
dark is
Juice
this?
works too.
How
Juice
dark
works.
is this church?
Dark is it on the inside? This area that Sean is in is somewhat lit, so, but there are a lot of dark corners in the church.
You said there's a back door and we were around the back.
Around the back, there was a back door.
I'm going to try to open the back door surreptitiously.
It is locked. They are in Baltimore. They are taking precautions.
I failed. Does anyone have ideas?
I was thinking if the church is dark, I could do the eat the spider thing.
Well, you'd have to get in first.
Okay.
Can you unlock things?
I have larceny. I can try.
And maybe you could, like, if you have to, bleed on the lock and it'll melt it.
I could probably.
But that would be, people would notice probably.
I have corrosive vitae. I could do that.
Well, let me try and pick the lock first.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe corrosive vitae would take a rouse check, and we don't want to
It
blow
would,
through
yeah.
those too early.
I
Does.
could cut it.
That would also be quite loud, though.
Low torch.
It's too bad
Yeah,
that homeless guy's in here.
obviously.
We could make him break in for us.
So I got 1 success, but I also got a 1 on a blood dice.
So yeah, you fail, and you basically you failed because these people around you, all these people, just will not listen to anything you ever damn tell them.
Fucker. God damn it.
That's the whole reason you're in this mess. If people would just listen to you and obeyed you when you told them to do something.
Oh. It's like, yeah, that's true. I didn't realize this was a Bane thing, though. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's why
that
Cozy's so
is
paranoid. It's like a whole thing.
Ventrue arrogance. Someone must obey an order from the vampire. Any action not directly associated with leadership receives a 2 dice penalty.
Lisa,
So-
you almost done? We gotta go.
I am trying. The lock is a lot harder than I thought. I
Clockwise, jiggle it.
Counterclockwise.
Use more
shut
picks.
up. I am
That's a-
trying. I have 1 set of lock picks. This is not a thing that I do that often.
Skyrim. Damn it.
Eat it across the
Let's just play
alleyway.
Skyrim in our free time.
Just like accidentally embeds into a brick wall across the way. Okay. All right. We don't want to tip them off too much. Let's wait and see what Sean says. He needs to figure out if that Chris Church's guy is in there. I'm gonna text Sean and be like, you need to figure out if our guy is in there.
I don't
Has
see it. I don't see it. I'm
Sean-
praying.
Has Sean seen Chris Church?
I did show him a picture, and I'm gonna send
Ah.
him a picture of the like group picture of all of
So
them.
yeah, the priest who came out
And-
to you is Chris Church.
Cool.
Oh yeah, no, like, yeah, that, you know that.
That tracks, perhaps.
By the way, this is what the
I-
other dudes look like. If you see any of them, let us know.
I'm gonna like from there. I'm gonna like just like drop one hand and just be like, the priestess church.
As you're
And then
Is that the
I
code, or
I-
is he?
Every church has this one.
Yeah.
oh no, I don't remember if we wanted him alive or dead.
I would
This-
prefer to ask him questions, but at this point, if
You're not
we-
here.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
This is
No
Sean.
one
I don't
listens to
remember.
you.
Yeah, what's Sean gonna do? He
Yeah. Nobody's gonna listen to you, Liz.
I will fight
Oh.
you all.
He's
do it.
He's-
Good.
all right. So Sean
Point
stands
you
up,
Is that
and,
the
like,
point?
wipes his knees or whatever, and
as you do that, Chris Church comes out with a tray, and you see like the chalice and covering over top stuff. He's like, "Have you finished praying? Would you like communion, my child?"
yeah, that I would like that, please.
Kneel at the altar.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you want
I
me to
thought-
use corrosive vitae
I
now?
thought I was already doing that, but okay.
You said
no,
you got
this
up and
is
started.
happening!
Yeah, I
you-
got up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So,
all I
okay,
know, he's
can-
still
can-
sitting in the fucking pew.
Okay, I can if that's what you want. So
We're all the way around the back of the church. We don't know what he's doing.
As he goes, he pulls out what would normally be the parochial cross, but it's actually a sun motif, and he's like,
he set it next to me, or what? What was?
he actually put it on the altar itself, so
Oh.
sanctify.
Okay.
It's like, we have to make sure things are sanctified in the name of our Lord.
Okay.
He's like, we don't get many new visitors, so would you be thinking about joining us for our midnight masses?
I might. I'm usually up around that time, so I mean, I'm not opposed to that, and I have been needing a new church.
Yes. do have a lot of night service for people who work late. He hands you the chalice, like, drink this, and memory of our Lord.
Okay. Is it like a little cup or is it like a
No,
chalice?
it's a chalice.
He starts it. Do you want to sip first? I'm just.
No, drink.
Okay.
We do things just we're not Lutheran or Catholic. We go through our own process.
Oh, okay.
It's already been sanctified.
Cool. And he drops it and goes for the throat.
Oh my god.
All right, you going through his throat.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
just grab him.
Just grabbing him.
So
You
Maybe
that
guys
he's
think
into
he's doing all
that.
right in there?
Guys, maybe he's into it.
Brawl. Is that strength brawl?
I believe it is.
That's ours?
Yeah, Terry's borking because he heard another bork somewhere.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
wonder if it was
Fork morgue.
the one over here.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know if he's barking at the dog on your video or if someone outside has a dog or something.
Bark, bark.
Whatever.
Weird.
It's entirely possible.
Okay. For sure brawl because it's gonna be hand-to-hand stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then strength or dex, or is it one or the other?
I think it's strength.
Okay. Strength. That is 3, so that's a total of 6 die plus, not plus, but 2 hunger. So
Things written down.
So that would be 3 successes, and I rolled a 1, but it's not on hunger.
All right. He got 5 on dodging. The other way. So you like lunge at his throat, and he just kind of like sidesteps you, and it's just like, kind of does the whole like arm thing where you just like push you away. It's like, what the? It's like, we got an attacker, and you see a couple other people just start coming out of the back.
Please, for the love of God, tell me we hear that.
You hear some commotion from outside.
Time to kick in the door.
Yep. Jilon, if you could get the door, or Mari, one of you.
Me kick
Fucking
door.
door.
I'm gonna try to kick the door open.
I want to use
I can kick
the prowess, but whenever that's my turn to activate that, browse check that.
Pull my sword.
All right. So yeah, if you want to use your discipline, just roll now.
All right, one rouse check. That's a 10, so I'm not hungrier. I add potence rating to unarmed damage value as well as feats of strength.
Baller.
All right.
Hey, Kevin, does somebody actually opening the door when I commanded it get rid of my thing? It lasts until an order has been obeyed.
Through non-supernatural means.
Mhm.
So
I didn't compel them. I just told them to fucking do it.
yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose that works. So which one of you is actively opening the door, or all 3 of you attempting to Three Stooges this open?
Well, Jilon is definitely we run up and try to kick it real hard, right near where the lock part is.
I'll let him do it.
All right.
Just
So-
in picturing a head, picturing a human head.
So strength and athletics.
Okay, I've got 6 to roll.
God damn.
5 successes.
You kick the door and it busts open, and you see an individual kind of stand there, like they have their head turned to the main part, like they're hearing someone, they're on a computer, and they're just like, "The fuck's going on? Who's attacking what now? Ah!
It's an emergency. Get out of here.
The fuck?" So okay, so
Could I use compel on him and tell him to run?
You
If
need to
not,
give
I
eye
can.
contact.
Oh, they're at the computer though, is right near the door, right? Or where is he?
He might have had his
Hey.
back to us.
Oh,
He's in a room, but it's harder to do eye contact when
okay.
you're
There's too much
basically-
When
going
you
on.
just
Got it.
kicked a door in.
I'd look
So-
at somebody if you did that.
All
Yeah,
right,
wasn't-
so
What?
because as there are multi parts to this, we will use an initiative system instead of simultaneous style things, just so that we can, keep track of things a little bit easier. So I'm trying to remember how initiative is supposedly working on this one. This is an optional thing. Does anyone remember off the top of their head? No? Okay.
No.
Something to do with dexterity.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Dexterity and awareness, maybe? Awareness might be part of it.
Initiative.
Of course, not in the index.
Why would it be?
I don't know.
Why don't
dude,
you
let's-
have us
let's-
just roll numbers and go? Like,
Yeah. Who's tallest?
who's
So, like-
tallest?
Page 300.
Probably
Kevin.
Cozy and Jilon.
What was that?
Page 300.
Okay, thank you. Because I like knowing rules so that I know them for the future.
Every character has an initiative rating equal to their composure plus awareness.
Okay. So let's go around seeing what those numbers are. Where is my pencil? There's my pencil. All right, Katrina, what's your composure plus awareness thing?
4.
Luke?
6.
All right, Callie?
I upgraded awareness recently.
2.
2?
2? I can't use 2.
She must not have anything in awareness.
No.
But how do you look at all that magic?
Let's say 200.
Aya?
With a cult.
Awareness.
Composure plus awareness, yeah.
Oh, composure. See, wits is a lot higher.
No, it's literally
Yeah,
just the
it's-
numbers. Composure
whatever
plus
the-
awareness.
Okay. Then that's 4.
And Reese?
Fine. 5. I'm fine.
I'm not.
All right, so Luke, what you do?
He kicked in the door, and I see a guy in there at the computer.
Mm-hmm.
First, I'm going to step in a little bit farther and make some room for the people behind me. And then I'm going to try to make eye contact with him and compel him to run.
Oh, right. So compel to
Charisma
run.
plus dominate to make them look at you, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a thing in order to catch their.
Oh, no, I lied. Catching their
Gaze?
eyes is
Yep.
resolve plus intimidation versus wits and awareness.
All right, so
Otherwise, he
roll
won't
that.
look at me. So my resolve plus intimidation is 3 dice. I got 0 failures. And Jilon is shocked and dismayed when this person who's in the room with him is not looking at him.
So how many successes did you get?
0.
All right, just double checking.
But I- Didn't go frenzy. It's a win.
Yeah. So the guy's just like, shit, and gets up and goes to you see him just pull out what appears to be a candlestick. It's just like, guys just broke in. He grabs the first thing that he has to defend himself. Candlestick.
I'm still gonna yell at him to get out of here. He can do it if he wants. But I'm not making any threatening moves.
And he's like, no, you guys get out. You broke in.
No.
All right. To Sean.
Yeah, I'm trying to punch his face.
All right.
That's strength brawl, right?
Mm-hmm.
6, that's 25. Plus another one of these. Still 2 hunger. Still 2 hunger. Okay. Three success.
Yeah, so you run, and basically you and him are like trying to brawl with each other, and he actually does one subdue to you because you're like go to punch, and he like does a weave and just hits you in the solar plexus. It's like oof. He's like, calm down, my child. We can talk about this. We don't have to be brutes.
Superficial damage?
Yeah, superficial.
Why do I have 2 already? What was that from?
The car accident.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was several days.
So I took 1?
Mm-hmm. You did Mari twice.
Yeah, replace Mari with Cozy. Sorry.
Oh, we're twinsies.
Yeah. So it's Twinsies' turn. Coz and Liz, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So-
have my sword up. I'm looking at you.
I'm looking to the dude with the candlestick, and I'm gonna try and catch his eyes and tell him to get the fuck out of here. So it was resolve and intimidation. So I'm rolling 4 dice. I am not going to rouse the blood because I don't have a lot of wiggle room. But I rolled pretty well. 3 successes.
3
versus wits and awareness.
Yep. So he just, as he's like looking back and forth, he just catches your eyes and it's just like.
And I'm gonna use I'm gonna use compel to tell him go home.
It's like
that is free.
It's like drops the thing and you just see him walk like not past you, but to the other room, just start
Those
walking.
fucking tits.
He can't go home through the door that's everyone is past.
Yeah, broken door. You can't use those.
Like you're all between him and the exit door, so he has to take it. He's taking another way out.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, he's going at least.
Yeah, and Coz.
Yes. I'm going to flank Liz, and I'm literally gonna bunk any vampires I see. So let's fucking go.
Mari!
Yeah.
Who's a vampire and who's not? It's a terrifying thing.
I just have my my cane open and ready for action.
All right, and Mari.
Hang on. I'm gonna pull out like a knife. That I imagine I was given by Mario. And I'm going to use the ritual or the blood sorcery of Scorpion's touch.
Mhm.
And I need to make a rouse check. All right, cool. I don't get more hungry, which is great. And I coat the dagger or whatever in my blood, and now it's a paralyzing poison. So anybody that I come in contact with has to verse me on a roll or become paralyzed.
Paralyzed. All right. So you've done that. To Jilon.
All right. Did the guy put down the candlestick when he left?
Yeah, he dropped the candlestick and just left.
Okay, Jilon's gonna pick it up and say, "I've got his weapon," and then run out into where Sean is having trouble, or in that direction until he sees something else.
So you run, it's not that far away, easily one movement, and you see Sean and this guy like brawling, and there's like three other vampire or thin bloods or humans or ghouls kind of standing around all like trying to figure out what's happening, like, come on, Chris, you got this. And I was like, Father Chris, don't, we can handle it for you.
Oh, could I do a flying kick on the Chris again? Because it worked before. Is he too far, too close?
You can attempt it, though your lethal body doesn't work on vampires, so.
Yeah, but it's still a big foot.
Hmm.
It might do something. I'm going to attempt it because that was happened last time when my friend was in danger. So that's what I'm doing this time.
I mean, it did work really well last time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% success rate on flying kicks.
All right.
Against humans.
I didn't know he was a human at the time. And this person is half human, sort of.
No,
Yes, sir.
they're not.
So what do I
human
roll
now.
for this?
Wasn't it?
Brawl is strength and brawl. Well,
Strength
like
and brawl?
unarmed attacks is strength and brawl.
Okay. What do I do to, what can I do to like raise extra, I can like blood surge or something, right?
If you want to raise your to hit, you could blood surge. If you want to raise your damage, if you have prowess, you could do
Browse.
that.
I don't know what that is.
The like
It's a
second
potence.
level ability.
Oh,
of potence.
okay, yeah, I don't have that. I'm gonna blood surge then, and that add what, 2 dice?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then here is that, and is that a rouse check too?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, I'll roll that. I'll roll the rouse check first, then success. And then I'll be rolling my dice pool of 8 dice. 8 successes.
Hmm.
Fuck.
And if this fails, it's a bestial failure, but I hope 8 successes is enough.
If 8 successes fails, we are fucked.
Yeah.
Just reading his stuff.
I guess he
Okay.
could dodge really, really well. But I don't know
I
if
mean,
there's
he
like
better have many crits, many 10s that he
Yeah.
rolled.
maybe there's like a surprise factor. I don't know. We've made a lot of noise.
I also put a bunch of the common rules that you would use in combat into the Discord if anybody is interested.
That'd be helpful. We don't do this very often.
No, we don't. I literally looked up the rules, how the rules work last session, because I'm like, we're about to get into a fight, and we haven't done that in like ages.
So, Jilon, you run and do a kick, and you basically hit him in the back, and he just goes forward off the altar. So he's like, oof. Looks behind him at you. Is like,
Just
I
zoom into
brandished the
all of it.
candlestick.
huh. All right. So it is now.
Strike
Sean.
pose.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and punch him again. Rousing the blood. That's just a rouse check. That's not the willpower thing. That's to re-roll 3 non-hunger dice, right?
Yeah, correct. Willpower lets you reroll 3 non-hunger.
Does that ever come back or go away?
The next day.
Oh, yeah. The superficial damage that I took was also from the car thing.
Yeah, the next when your willpower refreshes every dawn, and you can either restore either your composure or your resolve, whichever is better, and just heal that automatically every night to your willpower.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's superficial.
Yeah, it's superficial. That's again from the car crash stuff.
Yeah.
So that was a long time ago, and my composure's
Yeah.
3 and superficial's 3, so it's clearing that up. Yeah. So I'm just gonna punch. I'm not gonna worry about any other stuff right now. Oh, that's better. And it's 6 or above, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. And that'd be 4 successes.
Yeah. So he's just running really good against you, man. Even with the penalty, you see him like look up, his like does the fang thing, and you basically like go off the altar to like do a little punch thing. He like dodges aside and just Johnny Cage you. And that's 2. Yeah, that's 2 superficial. Remember, you have superficial damage
Right.
before it's applied to you. Sorry, I don't.
To a
Yeah,
minimum
so
of 1.
yeah. So 2 more superficial, which would be 1 superficial to you, as he basically just uppercuts you on the taint.
The first
What?
time you took 1, but it's a minimum of 1. So even though you would normally have superficial damage, you still take 1. The second time he hit you, you took 2, but because you have it, you actually take 1. So you've
Ah.
taken 2 now.
I'm up to 2. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, unless it says otherwise, superficial damage is halved for vampires.
Gotcha.
That's why you can take so many gunshots.
Gotcha. Okay. That's my turn.
Try your feet.
He's weak to soul.
Yeah, I'll try
He's
that
a
in a
priest
second.
that's weak to the power of the soul.
All right, Liz and Koz, twin power, activate.
Fucking sword out. Go help Sean, I guess. And I say sword, it's a machete, but sure.
He's just like, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and attempt to slash at Chris Church.
All right.
All right. So one-handed melee is Dex plus melee. So 3, and then I have a specialty in knives. So that is 3 more. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm recording. I have a sheet for him for health, and I've been recording it on another piece of paper.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to re-roll some of these Garbo dice. Damn it. 2 successes.
All right, so you come down with a machete, and he just kind of like moves out of the way. Doesn't do any counter or anything to you, but you like go, and he's just like, he's like, jeez. And Cozy.
Do I see Sean? Or is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It takes 1 movement to get to the room they're fighting in.
yeah.
So you can, yeah.
I'm going to save that beefy boy.
So
What
Yeah.
are you using?
I'm gonna try and hit Mr. Church on the head.
Are
with
you
my sword.
using? Okay.
Sorry, I've been out of it because my computer decided that it doesn't want to work, so I'm having issues paying attention.
Dex and melee.
Alright. Okay. 4 successes.
All right, so. Oh wait.
He does have a penalty because he's now defending against 3 different people.
Like that
Or-
episode of Night at the Roxbury when Jim Carrey was on it.
But,
I don't understand this reference.
Yeah. So because of that,
Someone does.
1 superficial to him as you hit him in the head with a sword. Shoo. And then Mari comes in.
I have a bad idea.
Go for it.
This is a bad idea. So
Do it.
reading the stuff that I have got to do with the sword, and I'm not good at that shit, and I'm not good. I can't put it on any bullets. And if I want to spit, I have to roll stuff I'm really bad at. So I run up and I give this motherfucker a French kiss.
Oh
So,
shit!
so that would be a kind of grapple.
It sure would, Kevin. It
A
sure
tongue
would.
grapple. His tongue won't be able to move after
Strength
this.
and brawl.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Can't you use charisma to see how?
I
Would
don't know if it's
you-
hard to seduce someone when you're in the middle of a fight.
Would you just
I don't know what you're
let some
talking about. That shit
rando
is hot.
that
I've
you've
seen
never
movies.
met run up to you in the middle of a fight while 3 people are trying to stab you in the face, just make out with you? No.
What
Silver
if
that
lining.
sounds
Silver
right.
lining, Liz.
High school
sometimes
was weird, but
Things are
Yeah,
going bad and something
exactly.
good happens.
You've
Can I
seen this
use-
guy's Twitter. Like, you remember what kind of dude this guy is? For sure, you would kiss somebody in the middle of a fight.
all right. So what you
Hey,
get, Mari?
knows.
James Bond would do it.
Where did
I
Mari
was-
get?
I was gonna plead. This is
If
gonna
it
be
makes you feel any
bad.
better, by this point he is almost half his dice pool for defense because everyone has been ganging him.
You could do a
Ugh.
rouse check to try and roll more dice.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Now
Alright,
that
I
we're now that your blood potency is higher, it's still +2 dice though.
Okay. Okay. So I rolled a 10 on the hunger dice. Does that matter?
Just means
Unless
you're not
it's
hungry.
2 10s.
Okay.
No, not on the hunger dice.
Oh,
the
yeah,
hunger
yeah.
dice.
Okay, so I got out of the 4, I got 3 successes to grapple him and
All right, so
give him a kiss.
yeah, you go to grapple and kiss him, and he just kind of like moves out of the way, so you kind of kiss him on his neck.
Can I still
Just like,
spit on him?
You can release some of it, but it's not going into his mouth.
Give him a new mouth.
Wait, what?
With acid.
Uh,
There's other ways in there.
Oh no.
I got really close to him. I still have to roll. I will have to roll blood sorcery and strength, and he will have to roll stamina and occult or fortitude.
all right.
That's 2 10s, but neither are on the hunger dice. Does that matter?
That just counts as 4 successes because it's a crit.
Note that
Okay.
if he
No.
has fortitude, he can resist with stamina plus fortitude.
I know he's got.
So so it counts for 4 successes.
Mhm.
4, 5, that's 6 successes then.
All right. He's just like, and as you know, you just see this like sizzling stuff on his neck as the venom is there. He's just like, we surrender! We surrender! Take us to your prince. And
No!
you see the other members just like holding their hands up too. He's like, I surrender. Take me to your prince or make me a martyr.
Princess?
Wait, what?
I'm looking to Liz to see what.
I fucking bad.
Are we still in
I-
initiative?
We can be slightly out for free talk.
I want to punch him in the face.
All right.
He had it coming.
I mean, yeah.
What did he ever do to any of you?
It's a good question. Was he rude on the first episode?
Nope.
Yeah.
The first episode, Adrian was rude to him for the most part. He rolled up onto their territory. He's like, "Hey, what are y'all doing here?" And he pulled out a gun on everyone.
That is true. That is what happened. But he
Oh, he's
did
still learning.
like he did like, you know,
6 successes.
kidnap an ally of ours and turn her into a chemistry experiment.
Oh yeah. Although in the end that turned out good for us.
Might have in the future kidnap my friend.
It's like,
Maybe.
it's like, oh,
Uh, Also, because I think the scene is still going, prowess adds 3 to damage because of potence.
Nice.
Others adds to the damage? I
Yeah.
thought it just add to the roll.
No.
No, it's
Prowess
damage
rating
only.
unarmed damage value.
And feats of strength. So you could maybe argue brawl is a feat of strength, but definitely damage.
Yeah, so it's like, I surrender.
I heard you.
And I'm gonna pull out the zip ties and split them up between everybody. Make sure everybody is not going anywhere.
What took you guys so long?
I'm
What part
sorry.
What part of church is in or whatever?
You
Church is
didn't
in session.
tell us.
You didn't even say that. What are you talking about?
Looks
Hold
down
up,
at his
hold up,
phone.
Hold up,
and
church.
hits
Hold
send.
up, phone. Church. Priest is church. Right there.
Every priest has a church.
Technically, not all. Some priests aren't.
Stop
Some churches have a
talking.
priest.
Let's tie everybody up. You and I are gonna have a talk. Looking at Chris.
We need a code.
What?
A code of like
Pottery.
when to tell us what to do things. This is unrelated to. Like if he had a code was like code attack him.
And it just looks at
Oh, Techo.
That's a good code.
looks at Liz. Take me to your sire, Miss Caldwell.
Can I hit him
You'll
again?
get there plenty in time. Not yet. I don't want to kill him just yet.
Mari, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Right.
You have weird taste sometimes.
No, listen.
No, okay, hang on. I look over and I see the like poison on his neck. It's like, okay, all right.
I have poison in my mouth, and I figure that the only reasonable thing to do. I'm sorry.
Apply it directly to the skin.
That's exactly what I was trying.
Apply to the forehead. Apply to the forehead.
No.
Do we need to
Uh,
capture the other guys that are here?
Oh
No,
yeah,
they
no,
surrender too.
I'm saying everyone should be in the zip ties. Because we now need to clear up a masquerade breach. So looking to church. Who here is also a thin blood?
It's like, they are.
Is he
We
nodding
all
to
are.
everyone?
It's like we all are once we initiated fully into the church.
Cozy, can you confirm that?
Yeah, I will do scry this all.
Scrying the soul, scrying the soul.
We could have Jilon kick them, and if they die, we know they're human.
That's not a good test for thin blood. Some of us are weakies.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Rouse check and then
I'm here.
intelligence plus aspects.
Excellent. Alright. House check. Pass. I got 3 successes.
All right. So you do see the pale aura that indicates vampires. So theirs are a little less pale than others, indicating thin bloodish. But yeah, they are vampires.
He's telling the truth.
Okay, cool. Round up the 4 guys.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else?
No other thin bloods here.
That's not what she asked.
I know.
Can I
Cool.
cast Sense Unseen?
Sure.
What do I do? Where they at?
That is a something and something dark side. There we go. Yes. Why did I bother closing the book half the time? Since I've seen witch plus aspects.
got those.
The neighbor's kids are outside the window.
Should really get those kids out of here.
Yeah, how dare you guys have fun on a Saturday night? Get off my lawn.
The church night. They should go be inside.
Church night.
I mean, it is for us.
There you go. There's your title.
Church night.
Church night.
Or like midnight commune or whatever.
Church's chicken
Mm.
because he gave up.
Mm.
So
It's a
5
restaurant.
successes plus I got 2 10s. So 6
2 10.
successes?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. 6
Um,
successes.
You don't see anything hidden. But Christopher's like, there's some guests in the basement if that's really what you want.
Oh, I'm gonna go check the basement.
Take somebody with you.
I'll go.
I'm good.
Okay.
I wasn't asking.
Okay, Mom.
He's like, yeah, it's going to be hard to get in the basement. You want the key? It's behind the altar.
Prowess is still up. I'm gonna kick the door down.
You go and it's like it has legit a very strong metal door.
Get
Reese,
the key
did I
from
stutter?
behind the altar.
And go down to the basement. As you have blush of life and you just do the natural breathing in, you smell very acrid, very metallic smells. You go and you see like what appears to be a high school chemistry lab in the basement kind of thing, or a college thing, and you see 2 people strapped to tables, kind of like the setup that Aisha had. And you see, like I said, 2 individuals basically hooked up, being drained and fed kind of blood kind of setup.
Okay. Are they
do we
being drained
recognize them?
of blood?
Yeah, it looks like they're given enough blood to, if they're vampires, to sustain themselves and not kill, but not enough to awaken, but they're being drained of stuff.
All right. Well, just pull both. Just all the cables. Just whatever.
Do we recognize them?
Let's roll
Oh,
intelligence plus what roll is that? Intelligence and I don't think
awareness.
Well, it's to recognize. So
Is there-
politics.
Okay.
See if you actually recognize who these people are.
I got 1 success. So I know if it's Liz.
So who else
He's-
went to the basement? Sean and Murray too. All right.
I did. I also got 1 success. It was a 10. It was on the hunger dice.
All right.
I think Liz and Cozy are going to be a group of 2 after this. This basement's going to be all messed up.
Oh yeah.
And what did Sean get, if anything?
Wasn't rolling. I was trying to pull the cables out. I don't know who they are.
So Jilon and
people.
Mari, you do like you don't know who they are, but you believe you recognize the faces from months ago when you were at that big old Anarch rally. So they were people who were in attendance there, but they're like you don't know who
Just
they
some
are
random
individually.
anarchs.
Yeah. So as you pull the wires out of one, Sean, their eyes just start kind of like fluttering a little, and they're just like, food.
Shut the fuck up.
And they
Right.
just go back, just like,
Thank you.
Did you just bully somebody into torpor?
Yeah.
Duh.
We'll send somebody in to fix this
My
later.
God.
Next, moron.
They're gonna have to send a crew in here to clean this up anyways, right? I don't know. Maybe the Camarilla does.
Probably.
yeah, this, and you put out and the person doesn't wake, that's like they're like almost in torpor at this state.
Poor baby. All right, grab one, grab the other, try walking up. Check for the others, I guess. If there's any others.
Well, if I wasn't Jilon, I would try to look for more clues, but he's going to follow Sean upstairs.
What are you doing?
Following you upstairs.
I just asked for you to check for anyone else.
I'm going to look for other people in the basement.
I'm gonna
Good call.
other
Good call.
people
That's a
too.
good idea. I should have thought of that because he walks up the stairs.
So what
I'm
else is in here
already-
now that we've got the Vitae
We're
people
surrounded by idiots.
successful?
Yeah,
Successful idiots.
Successful and beautiful.
Yeah, we got
What
That's-
more could you ask for?
It's two out of 3 ain't bad.
Package, baby.
you don't. There's no other people or anything down in the basement. Just the alchemical equipment.
Well, can't do anything with that. You're a robot?
Rip Callie.
The robot version
I
of
thought that was
Still
just
up.
me.
Do I see anything?
Say that again. You were breaking up.
Can you hear me?
We can now.
I still have
Damn it.
Sense the Unseen up.
So since the
Okay.
unseen.
There's nothing through your thing except for you do see what appears to be a spectral figure in the corner, just kind of like looking around, like.
I'm not gonna
Nothing,
ask
right?
what I was thinking. Everything's good. No one's here. Am I still a robot?
Nope,
No.
you have become a vampire. We are playing the right game now.
Awesome.
Is there a robot game?
Yeah.
Technically, kind of.
Anyway.
Wanna play the robot
Is
game?
there a game where I can play Wally?
But back to this game.
you dress up as Wally.
Bringing these two up. Like, I found these two. They're checking for more.
Do I recognize them, Kevin?
Oh, I should probably turn around. since
Again.
they're back there.
Do you recognize these asses?
Just the one in the middle.
I recognize that ass anywhere.
That's America's ass. It was intelligence and politics, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna assume Camarilla is not gonna apply to this.
Probably not.
Well, that's pretty good. That is 6 successes.
6 yes.
Nailed it.
Sexist.
Yeah. So you
What?
recognize them both as KT that are in the city. You don't really know a ton about them, other than one has one of the most unfortunate names in the world. Yeah. But other than that, they
But,
are.
Liz, would you like to share with the class?
What's the name, Kevin? Remind me.
So this is you recognize him as like a homeless vampire who's kind of, whatever, named Richard Randy Johnson.
Cannot be right. That cannot be real.
That's
What
what
the
it is.
What the fuck?
Well, come on, Dick, let's go. Just throw him in the back.
And the other one is basically just a total loser named Ryan, who effectively, as far
Ryan?
he's someone that you've heard that the Ebenezer and stuff and even Marcos were kind of thinking of eliminating, but they weren't really worth the time because effectively they just stay in their basement leeching off the family.
Okay.
Yeah, just drank off their family, didn't leave the house, just stayed doing whatever. No one's quite sure where he came from. His name's just Ryan.
All right, let's put them off to the side. Make sure that they're not gonna
Boop.
wake up in frenzy.
Sorry, I'm putting him in the trunk.
I would wait and make sure that there is somebody with the truck. We don't want the police to come by and see two dead bodies in the trunk.
I'll drive around.
There you go. Okay.
Did that guy that got sent home, did he go away?
Um,
Yeah, did you
Yeah, you
make
don't
it out
see
the
'em.
door? It's only been a few seconds, but shit.
actually, let me
He didn't-
roll to see.
He would have gone out where stuff
You
was going
s-
down.
Yeah, you did. No one saw him leave, but you didn't see him in the fight or anything.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the office that he was in where we kicked the door down. And I'm just gonna mess up the place a little bit to make it look like a robbery or something, like someone broke in to look for stuff.
Don't damage the computer if you can.
Yeah, John wouldn't touch a computer.
Got it.
There's magic in them.
It's in the computer.
No one tell him what a smartphone is. You're gonna blow his goddamn mind.
They're all smart. They have
So
math in there.
look to Chris Church. They have a calculator.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There's numbers and letters in that
You
calculator.
right. You right.
Look to Chris Church. So, what is up with the chemistry lab?
What chemistry lab? You mean the alchemy lab?
Yeah, that.
It's an alchemy lab.
What are you doing with it?
Alchemy.
Lead into gold.
I mean, you ask simple questions. It's part of the whole discipline that we are blessed with that you thickies don't are unable to practice.
And
Uh,
you need vitae for it?
For some things, it also helps with other matters. No one's gonna miss those two. They're losers. They're
Hey,
even
don't
bottom
call
of
the
the
need to loser.
Yeah, they're just
That's a term for a shut-in.
yeah. No, I mean, did you miss them?
Who?
Exactly.
Sean, stop talking.
Ask better questions.
You're welcome to join.
I mean, if you want real answers, you should take me to the prince of the city and I'll tell him everything.
Yeah, and probably break out that fancy sunlight juju you got as well, huh?
Sunlight juju. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I've heard of such things, but I don't think I've ever done anything like that.
Do I believe him?
Do you?
Can I do an insight in something?
Yes. Insight and
Wits?
yeah.
Okay. If anybody would like to help me with this, I would appreciate it because I am not great at this.
What?
Telling if somebody is lying.
Oh, yeah.
Got a thing for that.
I said
for
I'm not
my-
great at this, and then I rolled a crit.
That's 4, I guess. It's pretty good.
It's actually 6.
I can also do it if you so wish.
I would like to know if this guy is lying, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it? Wits and what?
Insight.
Insight. Okay. Where is that? Which thingy is that on?
It's in the middle. It's
Okay.
under social skills.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I am freaking really good at that. Okay. Okay. Cat, I say I'm freaking really good at that, and I got got 2 successes.
Thankfully, he wrote shit, so you all know he is not telling the full truth.
I slapped that bitch.
I
What are you
can-
not telling us?
All right, so I know how to do that.
Mm. Who did you use it on? I know you've done it at least once before.
The answer to that is no one. I know how to do it. I have not used it on any thickies yet. I send other people to do it.
So you're not the only one that knows how to do that.
My entire religion, my faith, my church, we all know how. We've been teaching each other.
Honey, you're kind of cringe.
I'm gonna go into his pockets and try and find his phone.
Hey, 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 hello to the left. Yeah.
Now,
I just punch him.
Stop that bitch.
Pull out the phone. He's got a new fancy Google smartphone. Samsung Galaxy.
which one?
40. I don't know what number there are.
They're
It's-
21, I think.
Damn,
What? I have a
that's a lot.
9. Mine must be old.
They jumped. They went from Galaxy 9 to 2020 or something like that to be smart
Wow.
asses.
Mm,
Something like that.
Guys got anyone?
take one.
I'm gonna get him to unlock it.
It's like, I'm
Just
not
put it
gonna-
in front. Just put it in front of his face. See if he has
I-
stupid
I-
enough to do that.
I didn't activate that. I didn't do that. We have I have problems with that.
Cut off his fingy. See if that works.
It's not gonna work.
Well, I didn't. Well, you can still do the first part.
Got off his fingies?
Yeah.
That's not. It would only help if it's based on a fingerprint. If it's a code, it's not gonna do shit.
I'm aware. Do it anyway.
Well, what about this? And I'll walk over to him and actually I'll walk I'll give me the phone.
Give it the phone.
And I'm gonna do spirit touch on it. Which lets me learn about the people that have interacted with this inanimate object. I can speak. And its intelligence and aspects.
Should someone break down the meth lab downstairs?
Um,
So what I'm looking for is
I
the password and then everything else after.
Yeah, Spirit's Touch won't give you the password.
Well, if somebody's interacting with his phone, then I would see what the password is. No.
you would
No.
see like who interacted with the phone, not necessarily how they did
Yeah.
it.
You get the
True.
emotional states, who's been interacting with it, the line of owners, but not
Maybe if-
explicit details of the thing.
Maybe if one of the other allies here has interacted with it, they would know the password and it might be easier to crack.
What are you looking for in the phone?
The app tells them how to communicate with the rest of them.
Okay.
He's probably
Oh.
got the master one.
You think I would keep that on my phone?
Then where is it?
Where the master database and everything is? Where we keep track of everything? It's not here.
You can export all that shit.
We don't keep that on site. I actually hired a security expert for that. Paid good money for them to keep our stuff secure and tell us where to hold up the servers and everything. It's not even in this country.
China.
India, actually. I oppose China's treatment of Tibet, so I only go with India.
All right, fair enough. I'm gonna destroy the meth lab downstairs.
Be careful. You
I
don't
wouldn't
know what's
recommend it.
down there.
What?
All right.
Don't worry, he doesn't have to breathe fumes.
Doesn't mean a damn thing. He's gonna blow up this building.
It's a big stone building. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Roll 4, just
Yeah, the building
Dice,
is not what I'm
John.
concerned about.
Best 4.
4 dice.
Okay. I will do just 4. Two successes.
All right. So as you're going, if you just brush down, start breaking things, some of this alchemical fumes and ichor hits you, and you take 2 aggravated damage from the as you just see like your skin dissolve in places and stuff as things are mixed and mashed that shouldn't be there.
I come back up. So good. Oh, I haven't coughed like that in a while. Like months. Oh, that's not good. Meth lab destroyed though.
Nailed it.
One of the other guys who has him speaking is like, dude, like, man, like, meth labs can blow up. So if it was a meth lab, you just like risk the entire building, man.
Yeah, you did.
I've seen
Crazy,
it.
tell us
blow up.
everything.
It's fine.
Like, yeah, man.
It's not my building. I don't work here.
But you're in it.
Yep.
You're in one.
Yeah. Besides, this is a historical building. It's been here for a while. You don't want to destroy a neighborhood landmark, do you?
I know people older than this building.
What was that?
The fuck?
That was a sting, I guess. I wish I'd made a good joke.
Did the mic drop or something?
I don't know. It was definitely something twinging with it,
Boing.
but
Does
like
That was the wrong answer.
nothing moved.
I'm sorry, we're out of time.
I'm also Canadian, so I don't care.
We just
What?
installed her new mic on the on a beam thing, and
Oh,
I'm sorry,
maybe
is
something
Sean
like
from Canada? We just what?
yeah. You guys
Toronto.
never talk about Sean's past. It's always about your
Sean
past.
never talks about his past. Fuck off.
he's a book that he could open himself if he wants us to read it.
But Jilon can't read.
Be a
I
storyteller.
can read.
Anyway, so
Can we just
There's
stick
the-
this asshole to Ebenezer and kill him on the way?
Is there a way to make it so he can't do his light spell?
no.
I looked at Mari. I don't think so.
I don't
Does,
know.
does he need hands or tongue or eyes?
I mean,
that-
those certainly help, I'm sure. But without any of
Was-
those, he's kind of useless anyway.
You wanted to ask questions. Do you want me to do the thing?
If you can, yeah.
Okay. I pull out like a thing that I imagine she has out of her
You
bag.
mentioned a knife.
Yeah, all right. I'll just do that. Well, it will poison his blood. I don't know if it'll work at the poison
Precious blood. Those Thin
Has
Bloods love
the-
that stuff.
Has that scene ended yet?
What are we doing?
I'm gonna do Truth of Blood.
But she's concerned that the knife that she just used to poison him would still have her poison on it.
Don't think it says. Does it say you can risk poisoning your own self?
Well, I have to do it on him. I need
can
a
also
pint
just
of
bite
blood
yourself.
from him. I need
No,
a pint
she
of
has to
blood
cut
from
him.
Oh,
Well, she
from
could wipe the
him.
knife. She could wipe
Yeah.
off the knife.
Dad and everyone basically has a bladed weapon here, except for like.
Oh, yeah, I have a machete.
Also, it's a church. There's probably like a ritual knife somewhere.
I just stabbed this dude.
like,
And
ah.
start collecting blood.
It's like, can you? I am already bleeding. You could have just taken it out another way.
And I just wanted to hurt you a little bit more.
I love this woman.
And
Um,
then I put my own blood in it.
And
My
Use
like,
a
blood.
little cup and mix it.
And, mix it around with my fingy.
your
Taste it.
camera bit the dust,
Oh,
Luke,
no.
by the way. Also, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink of water while you're rolling your thing, Mari.
Okay.
Can't imagine why.
Resolve plus blood sorcery versus composure plus occult.
So their composure and occult.
kind of need look at here. 4 successes out of 5.
All right. So, how much truth does he reveal?
I think I have to roll every single time that we
Okay.
ask him a question.
All right, sounds good.
He does, yeah. Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys gonna keep asking questions?
Yeah.
Tell us everything you know.
Wait, just real quick while they're
That's
doing that, Jilon is gonna go keep an eye outside just to see if anyone is doing anything out there, anyone coming or going, just to make sure.
Alright.
We got some privacy.
So he's like,
Who else is involved in the cult?
about half the thin blood population of the city.
Yeah, how many more questions you
Oh
got?
shoot, my screen froze there. I just thought you all thinking there for a second.
At least 2 more, Mari. Why?
Okay. I just gotta keep stirring the blood.
Okay.
How
How are you picking the victims? Specifically the mortal ones.
What is it? 5 successes.
I don't.
Who does?
Oh. Oh shit. 5 successes again.
It's like algorithm.
On the app?
No, a different program.
You have a second app.
It's not an app, it's a program. Apps are things that you install on phones or computers. This is an actual program using JavaScript.
Still be an
App is
application.
application, and it can be on any device. So
No, an app is on a smartphone or a computer, and it's something you click on.
All right.
This is a program.
Even
Last
Jilon
important
knows better
question.
than that.
Why the fuck would I bring you to the prince instead of just bringing him your head?
Because the entire place is wired and broadcasting everything. And if you kill me, I become a martyr. And once my death is seen across everything, these thin bloods will rise up and basically kill lots of people.
Look,
He's a
Mari.
mar- He's a martyr either way.
But is he telling the truth?
I rolled 5 successes again.
Yes.
Fuck.
I mean that makes sense.
If you kill me now, everyone will see you just kill me in cold blood after I surrendered. Just like the thick-blooded cami bastards you are.
I'm gonna pants him.
Excellent.
Pick him back up, pull the pants down, put him back down.
No, just down.
It's like, priest jokes aside, I don't appreciate that.
I don't care.
You're a joke.
I'm not a real priest.
I actually am. We have started our own religion and have a what is that called? The non-profit status with the IRS.
Cool. You're cheating the IRS. I mean, I don't care because
I mean, every other
Same.
church does. Why shouldn't we? I mean,
Valid.
Don't make me agree with you.
broken clocks, broken clocks.
Any of
What?
us have
a broken clock is correct twice.
Oh, the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, but you don't know when it's correct, so it's useless.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
What I was saying is, you were like, "Oh, I don't want to agree
Can-
with you." I don't-
All right, can we make him a
Jilon's gonna
martyr
look for
now?
cameras.
Yeah, when you find them, don't touch them yet. Just identify where they are.
John is excellent at noticing where cameras are.
Said no to
Exactly.
making a martyr thing.
Kevin, question. Who would I know in the Camarilla that is like excellent at security and hacking.
That's local.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who we have here. Do your rolling.
Politics and intelligence.
Yep.
And I said specifically Camarilla, so that is an extra dice.
Or maybe I should just look at the sheet that just has Camry people on it.
Hmm.
You know, in a Bond movie, he gets captured and they pretend like he's leaking information, and that makes him look real bad to all of his allies.
Yeah.
Couldn't
4
be a martyr.
successes.
4 successes. Let's see. Oddly enough, you don't actually know anyone in the city who's a major security expert. You do know someone who's outside the city, who might be good, but
They're
not
in
within.
DC, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, they're probably going to be in town tonight. Right?
Maybe.
Hopefully. All right, I looked at my clock. How much time do I have before the meeting?
20 minutes.
Fuck.
Can we stake him and go?
Yeah.
No.
Wait,
No.
You.
if we stake you, will you die?
I'm a thin blood. Staking doesn't enter us into torpor.
Okay, cool. So you're a martyr. Whatever. I win either
No,
way.
we do
Can
need
we
him
just leave him
alive.
here and like chained up and just leave him?
Can we
No,
chain him to the
'cause-
back of your car?
Do we have like a box we can put them in?
I have a body bag.
There's some of those big boxes on the wall, but we can't really move those.
Well, I meant more like jail, and I was being cheeky, but like, sure, we can put him in a box.
But either way, we have to go now.
He may have magic we don't know what could or could not contain him. Let's take
don't
these
know.
people in our vehicles and just get out of here now anyways.
We have to, yeah, I have to go.
We'll make sure we use powers to have him tell everyone all of his secrets after this. I say loudly and clearly to the camera.
One of the other guys is captures like, hey, and I know I'm part of the church and we're kind of enemy kind of thing, but I didn't really do anything to any of y'all. I'm relatively new to the city overall and everything. Is there any way we could like, just let me go for now and I just, go home and
You
then
can
I
make your
agree?
case to the prince.
If you flip on your guy, you could probably get a good deal.
Okay, I
We're
guess.
vampires, not lawyers. Or the DA.
Yeah.
Why would you? Alright, whatever.
So you take him
I don't
to
want the
your
responsibility.
cars. As you do that, you see the detective approach you. He's like, "Good evening."
Oh, the PI. Phew.
He's
The
like,
private detective.
Yeah.
"Good evening. You believe you've found everything?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I was just coming to check up and make sure it's all good."
I would not go into that building. It is rigged with
Gaudy.
a lot of security. That
Good to know.
You could take some if you want it. It's free.
no, don't touch
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I figured you would have stopped by and said hi to me first, but it's good.
Apologies, we're kind of on a time limit.
All right. Well, be seeing you. As he just kind of like walks backwards into the shadows and just keeps walking until he kind of disappears. But he's like, make sure they're not observing me. Make sure they're not observing me.
And let's get these guys into the back of the vehicle and I guess head to the meeting.
Let's make sure we don't take them up first. We'd go up there and say what we have, and then they'll.
Yeah. Well, the thing is it's a board meeting. You guys aren't exactly typically on the invite list.
We can hang out by in like the vehicle and
Yep,
guard these guys while
That's
you
the
go
plan.
do your thing. Remember that last meeting we went to and somebody exploded in flaming blood, and we don't
What?
want to do that again.
Yeah,
Meetings
I don't
are
want that.
meetings are wild.
Yeah, but remember when I almost got set on fire? Good times.
Yeah, we don't know if these people have like some sort if their
Oh, yeah.
light spell is like a trick they could do, like activate if they take them up there. So
I heard about that. One of the guys who, like the person who was trying to date them, goes like, "Oh yeah, I heard a story about that. That was you
no,
fire in a meeting. Yeah, I heard about that. I also heard a story about a puffin going missing during Elysium.
puffins are not penguins.
That is
That's
true.
not
Th-
what
that-
they
that-
said at all. Jilon.
Yeah, I know what he said.
Also, we should probably gag these people.
Puffin was resolved. It's a resolved puffin.
Put things in your mouth.
All right, everybody, shut up until we get there.
Yeah. Oh god, how in the fuck am I gonna spin this? Before we get into the vehicle, I'm gonna check all of these guys for like bugs on their person to make sure we're not being observed while we're in the car at least.
I can say that they do not have bugs on their person.
Let's take their phones too, just so they don't have them on them.
Yeah,
Take all the
turn them
phones out their
off,
pockets.
take all the cards out and everything. All right. And we're driving to the board meeting.
Yeah.
It's in the same building.
Do I I'm gonna text Ebenezer's
Yeah, you look at your phone as you go and you see
No,
some text from Ebenezer saying, "Where are you?" in big old capital letters. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point,
I'm not late
exclamation
yet.
point.
He might not know how to turn off caps.
Do
on
you
the
text that?
way. No, I don't text that. I say that.
Oh, shit, they don't text.
On the way, ran into Mr. Church.
Which then he's like, "Should time yourself better. Remember, the meeting starts exactly that. If you arrive on time, you're late."
Let's floor it then. It's late. There's not as much traffic.
As you turn the corner, they're having one of the marathons that day just pop up out of nowhere.
No,
and everyone-
Kevin,
The
it's
1
like
a.m.
2
marathon?
a.m. Fuck you. No.
So we hit one of those today when I was driving to get some fingerprinting done, and it was really obnoxious.
But at like 9 a.m.
Those things start at like 7 usually.
Yeah, they can be very annoying because they don't advertise it like anywhere that normal people look.
No.
Unless you're like a runner, you don't know these things that just exist.
Nope.
So you arrive at the building. You got
Yep.
about 15 minutes to spare.
Oh, good.
Means you're late.
I don't want to hear it.
When have you ever been to a meeting, Sean?
I've been to other meetings. Also, it's just what I was told growing up. If you're on time, you're late, and if you're early, you're on time.
Being late's
All right.
unacceptable.
Let me know if anything changes. And I'm going to get out and head up.
You're not
I
taking your
throw-
baggage.
Not yet. I need to make sure it's secure first.
You go up and you see all the security guards and armed SWAT team, basically, or mercenaries.
And I'll whoever is the first guard that I see that I recognize as one of Ebenezer's men. If I see one, I'm gonna be just to be aware. I have guests in the vehicle. Some of them are prisoners. Just to be aware in case there is a ruckus. There you go.
Hey, Jilon, you think I can? You can put those things on me and see
Oh
if I
my
can break out of
God.
them.
You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'm surrounded by idiots.
it's a good skill to be sure if you have or not.
You have potents too, you bitch. Of course you can get out of them.
I can, but I'm not going to. We're not doing
You don't-
that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, and then I throw my hair into a nicer looking updo than it was in and get in the elevator and go up.
And as you
Put my phone on
Yeah.
silent.
rush into the boardroom, you see Ebenezer, John Thomas, Frost, Luna, and a bunch of monitors that have people's faces on them.
The people's faces, are they the people from DC or Annapolis or both?
Both basically.
Okay.
And Ebenezer's like, Miss Caldwell, you're running extremely narrow time here. Sit down. Try to make yourself presentable.
I will do that. I would have done my best to try and straighten myself out in the elevator, but yeah.
Good.
Do I notice anybody specifically missing from the DC crew?
Doesn't look like much missing.
Okay.
And so the meeting begins with the normal pleasantries, and we cut down to the car. Anyone doing anything special while she's at meeting, or are you all doing like that kid who's stuck in the car while their parents like, I'm gonna run in and I'm just gonna grab 1 or 2 things from the store, and next thing you know, 20-30 minutes later they come out with like 15 bags, and you're like,
Now closer to 40 because they ran into someone they knew.
Oh yeah. I'm playing some My Chemical Romance, blaring in the back, trying to thumb wrestle Mari.
I'm just I'm keeping an eye on him, but not a super great one.
Yeah, just vibing, you know.
Maybe looking through their phones to see what apps they have.
Yeah, they're locked.
What's your passwords?
And
I press R a bunch.
you gagged them.
Yeah.
So
Well, mystery unsolved.
as the meeting begins, Mr. Gutanare is like, we have confirmation that Vitel is finally dead. He's been thought of dead before and then came up like a cockroach. DC's finally free from Vitel. So we are trying to reclaim the territory as quickly as possible. Therefore, we are going to have Ebenezer and Thomas come to, or Mr. Brady, I believe, and Mr. Thomas come to DC to discuss things and get things settled here. We also are going to be pulling back unfortunately, some of the special stuff that we gave to Baltimore for your little conflict in order to help secure DC. Once secured here, we will have a strong foothold and be able to relot our resources to Baltimore.
Question for Kevin: is Capone around?
You don't see him.
Okay.
It's like, this is a good day for our clan and for the Camarilla as a whole. We are once again fully retaking DC. Hasn't been fully in our hands in almost 20 years, thanks to issues. But now it is there. And after Baltimore becomes under our full control, we can move to Philadelphia. And then the Mid-Atlantic will be ours once again. We can also go to Pittsburgh, but yeah, we don't really need to. No one likes Pittsburgh, but so any questions for anything? Any new business from anyone?
I have some.
Miss Caldwell, what is your business?
Well, by now I'm sure that some of you have probably heard of the capture of Baron Aisha of Pigtown. My coterie and I have tracked down the perpetrators as a thin blood cult known as the Cult of the Black Sun, led by an individual named Chris Church, who's been calling himself the Thin Blood Prince.
I say that you just hear snickering.
They have been capturing full-blooded kindred and mortals to use as experimental alchemy labs to generate vitae, with the ultimate goal of the extermination of all full-blooded kindred, leaving themselves as the only surviving kindred in Baltimore. When we learned where he was, determined his location, we captured him. I was not able, unfortunately, to present his head because he has rigged a live stream to send to his followers, who supposedly will perpetrate all manner of attacks upon his murder.
Typical.
He's demanded an audience with the prince, but I know that he has the power of alchemy to throw around some heavy, powerful things. Supposedly, he can harness the power of the sun.
So if we want to eliminate him, we should make it look like an accident or bring him to our side.
I don't know that he's going to be able to come to our side. He's very disillusioned into the cult, believes his own nonsense. He
We have
dresses like a
ways of
priest.
doing. Nothing wrong with that. We've all gone through that
No.
phase.
He says that he has about half the thin bloods in the city in his cult, all poised to perpetrate said attack upon his murder / martyrdom.
Well, thankfully, we have ways of making one's mind more pliable to our cause.
Would you like me to bring him up?
No, we don't want that filth in this boardroom.
Understandable.
We'll find another location. Anything else, Miss Caldwell? You have some on you. Shirt.
I am assuming that would be his blood. He put up some resistance. I wanted to be able to present something tonight before he managed to slip away again.
Did you take pictures?
I would have thought of that. Liz
Yeah.
would have. She's smarter than I am.
Yeah, you got a little phone.
Yeah.
You can upload it to the cloud and we can look at it.
I will do that.
Yes, we'll give you the email address for ours.
It's him and 4 others that we've captured, but I know that there are others, at least in his small circle. I have eyes on one of them.
Did you gain any other tactical information? Any databases, computers,
that
information
he's-
technology?
I know that he's been using technology to communicate with them. He has this application that he uses to communicate with them that's based a little bit off of what Robin Menard uses to contact all of the anarchs in the city. My coterie member with the Tremere was going to talk to them to see if maybe they can reverse engineer the spell that Robin used to create theirs, to see if we could get into either or both of these programs. I don't know how. I figure trusting them is helpful, at least in far as they're the ones that developed it. So, he also was pleasant enough to share that he does have a list of all of the thin bloods in his cult, but of course doesn't keep it here in the States or anywhere. Apparently it is outsourced to India.
Typical.
but I'm sure we can find the means to track that down.
Indeed. Do you got his phone?
I do, and I will pull out his phone. And
Did
put
you?
I took the card out before I brought it here. Did we get
What's
the
on the phone?
password? Did we get the password? No, we did not.
As you say that,
I would not
what-
say that part out loud.
no, so as you're looking at the, let's see who it is. Hold on a sec. One you known as Mr. Sandoval is like, did you insert his card into your phone so you can access the data?
I was in a bit of a rush. I had not had the chance to yet, no. But I can do that now.
Or buy a new phone and just, yeah, like some of the
I
data
use my
saved on
burner
the
phone.
Sims. Yeah, some information is often saved on there, like contact lists and stuff.
I will do
And when you
that
put
then.
onto a new phone, you can access some of that information. Children. Anyway, will there be anything anything at all, anything else, Miss Caldwell?
Glance at my phone to make sure nothing's blown up in the parking garage.
Well, as she's checking, has anything blown up in the park garage? Is anyone doing anything down there?
What's that called? You know what? It's too late. I can't think of it. So no, I haven't done
No.
anything.
If Chris Church attempts to like move or talk, I punch him in the face. And
I was
that's
gonna
all.
say arm wrestle, but I don't think Sean's in the mood.
Yeah, as you're doing that, you,
I'll arm wrestle you. Let's go.
Okay, Jilon and Cozy are hanging out.
those in the car, you have noticed something. Chris Church hasn't been healing.
The fuck is that about?
Is he supposed to?
You know, vampires typically heal far, far faster than humans.
But isn't he a thin blood?
Did anyone
Some thin
check-
bloods can, some cannot. Maybe. Who
did
knows? You don't know.
anyone
It's not-
check to see
Jilon
make
doesn't know.
sure he was a full thin blood or what? That's
Yeah, we did.
oxymoron, I guess.
Mhm,
Yeah, if you
I
checked,
che-
everybody in the room was a thin blood or a vampire, right?
mhm.
So I guess there could be things that like could prevent somebody from like seeing stuff. But also, he could just be a really weak little piece of shit. That is also a possibility.
Either way, I
But
don't
thin-
care.
if thin ones
he
are all
attempts to
different.
move or talk, I punch him in the face.
I
I
regret
mean,
almost
should we-
kissing that guy.
Should we roll to see if we recognize that something is amiss? Because I wouldn't know even to ask for that if you hadn't said anything.
That's why I brought it up. As far as you know, vampires and most thin bloods, or at least just vampires in general, typically can heal by just not even, just browse the blood, heal a lot of stuff. He has yet to do it. Even other things you've encountered have, but he hasn't. So
Oh.
maybe he's just the
Choosing
blood
not to.
weakness, or he's got a weakness in his blood or something. But just a note. So he's bleeding quite a bit.
Okay. Well, I don't think Jilon would know enough about the minutia of everything involved to be concerned or take any action based on that information.
Can I like? I have a cult. Can I like try to figure out if like there would be a reason to freak
Figure
out
out what
about
the
this?
fuck is up with that?
Yeah.
Sure. Intelligence plus occult.
I got 3 successes.
Right. As far as you can tell, unless one of you is really hungry, there really isn't a problem because open blood wounds, and everything. But you have heard that there are thin bloods who just their blood is too weak to be a full, give them the full smorgasbord of powers and stuff. So looks like Chris Church just can't heal really well, unlike vampires. So just something to note.
Okay. Okay.
which also means if you
I
do
mean,
too much damage to him, he'll be dead really easily comparatively.
Then
as
I
you're-
won't do anything. I mean, like we have him on the ropes.
I text a thumbs up to Liz, just because it's been a little while.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then nothing else. No.
So back to board. So, all right. If there's nothing else, we will leave the Baltimore contingent to their own devices. Mr. Goodenary out. And they're all just like,
I don't understand what's happening. Is that the end of the show?
No, there are 3 different cities represented here: Baltimore, Annapolis, and DC.
Oh, okay.
Everybody but Baltimore just left.
Oh. Okay, I didn't realize.
They
what
were
was going on.
literally zooming in.
Oh, okay. I thought that was Kevin talking to us.
that's yep. So as you go, everybody's just like, Elizabeth, please next time be a bit more presentable.
Apologies. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that he didn't slip away again.
Yes. But right now, we, as you know, heard, most of us are going to go to DC to help secure the city and our clan's right to rule there, which always should have been ours. That doesn't leave much here. So a couple things. This Chris Church fellow.
Yes.
Do you think, in your opinion, that would be better for us to eliminate him in a less martyr way, or bring him to the fold?
I think bringing him to the fold could, depending on how dedicated his other followers are, they may see through it. And it would just put him back in the position of martyr. I think a quick, quiet death that no one sees, that we can deny, would probably be better.
So you don't think we should turn him to our side?
If we can get any information out of him, that's fantastic, but I don't think we should keep him for very long. I think he's a liability, and the longer he's alive, the more risk he is.
Well, bring him and your friends up, and I will show you a small little trick.
Will do. Okay. And I will do whatever is customary when leaving the table and go down and get these chuckleheads.
Go down, and they're all like playing craps on the side.
Fucking
7.
Well,
I got a
walk
7.
down and Cozy and Jilon are standing over
That
the hood
is
of the
a
car.
1, my friend, but I implore you for trying.
7 has a 1 and the other thing.
All right, so congratulations, you guys just all got me invited to the board meeting.
Great.
Is that good?
Fabulous.
Yes.
I really do like talking to people like them.
I'm already
Okay.
bored.
I
Nailed it.
So be polite, address everybody by their title and or Mr. last name, please. So it would be Mr. Thomas, Prince Brady, whatever. I know it's weird. Make eye contact as best you can. It's kind of a big deal to them. They will not use disciplines on you.
Okay.
And wait for them to address you before speaking. And
Yeah.
let's go. We're taking everybody with us. Wait, did he say everybody or just Chris?
You said bring your friends, right?
Yeah, he mainly meant Chris, but that you want to. Yeah, he just meant Chris.
Let's-
We can't leave the other people alone.
He
don't want to be.
he did send a couple guards down to watch the others. I would say
Okay.
that he was smart enough.
Okay.
Fine.
If this guy turns into a light bomb, then we'll be together.
He's not going to.
All right, that's
What
good
the
news.
fuck, Jilon?
What?
They tried to set me on fire
on.
again.
I don't know what's gonna happen. This
That
guy's
is
weird.
not going to happen. And if it does, I will make sure that it doesn't get any further than the 2 feet outside of himself.
Dang it! I wanted to die the way I was born, in a car.
The fuck?
The tracks.
I'm never letting you drive my vehicle again. Let's go.
Ooh, what if he only drive?
I'm
Okay.
learning so much about you today.
It's a Canadian who's born in a car,
Yeah.
which is different because most Canadians are born from moose.
They're very large.
Who's talking? Let's go.
One of the guards is
Hold
weird.
on.
All the
Since
one
you
Canadians
have
I met are one.
healing powers now, does that make you Wolverine?
Who?
'Cause he's Canadian. He's a surly Canadian, just like Sean.
You're Canadian?
It's like a
Oh,
X-Men.
It's like a big badger.
I can't do claws or anything, so no.
I mean,
We
if
can
you
get
drink
you
the
some
red blood, you
claws.
could.
Surely there's a way to do that with vampire magic.
Or some like really big acrylics and just go roar.
Could
Now
you
that we can help you with.
taking him to a Vietnamese nail salon?
Wow, it's sweet. It's so weird how I want to be in that meeting more than I want to be in this conversation.
Hey, there's a lot of stairs. We got to go all the way up.
Listen,
an
we can get
elevator.
or we can get you those like Chinese like full fingered rings that have little claws on them, and you.
Yep,
Oh, with
let's
the
get it
chains
out in
that
the
go on the back
elevator,
of the hand
guys.
that come out
Or
from the
some
bracelet.
gloves. Hmm?
I know a good person that does piercings.
All right, so pretty much the only people that are going to be there are the rest of the Baltimore Ventrue that all of you know. Raymond Frost, who I think a handful of you have met, Julian Luna, John Thomas, the Prince, myself, and a shitload of guards.
We'll be safe then.
I mean, honestly, there's no safer place in the city than a Ventrue Board Meeting. So
I'm gonna use etiquette knowledge to remind everyone that they asked for us and they want us here and we're helping them. So just remember that.
yep. And
Okay.
just remind them of the rules of like, be polite, don't interrupt, make eye contact as best you can.
Sean, act like you're trying to get a business loan. And they have all the cards.
Yep, let's
Yeah,
go.
Does that
I'm
help? Does that
melty,
help?
So I don't give a fuck.
You're what?
He said melty.
Melty? He like
Melty?
holds up his arm again from the
Oh god,
chemicals.
what the fuck?
Okay.
Okay.
Jilon moves to the other side of Reese. I mean, Sean. Sorry. That'll give credence to that it was a challenge.
They all enter the boardroom. You just see the 4 Ventrues.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
keep that
four.
hand in your pocket.
There you go. Ebony just holds up his hand for you to stop right as you get past the threshold of the door. And he's like, Chris, kneel. And Chris just gets on his hands and knees and he's like, the rest of you, move away.
That's a good. Yep.
I
I'll do
fucking
that.
scatter. I move
He's like-
immediately.
Just look, he's like, Chris, use that sun power right now. And you just
John-
see Chris like do kind of his skin like bubbles and stuff, and there's like a little burst, but no one's affected because you're not touching him. He's like, good. Figured it was touch based.
I whispered to Liz, like, by the way, he can't heal.
Good to know.
I'm like standing behind Liz and just not making eye contact with anyone. I don't want to be
Like-
here.
So Liz, I'm gonna a small little lesson here. Never kill that which can be useful. Martyrdom or just making it look like an accident, that can work, but what works better is if we can get the thin bloods to work for us against a common foe. Robin,
If you think you can do it.
he's like, yes, I have a few abilities that can do something. Now, I'm going to show you an ability that few outside this room will ever know I have. I would appreciate all of you to keep it secret.
Of course.
I trust all of you because if Elizabeth here notices you blabbing on about it, I know she's loyal enough to tell me. And then I'll have to deal with you, which I don't want to do. You have done great things for the Khemri of the city. Eliminating some Hekate, helping us eliminate some Sabat moles. We appreciate that. He just walks over to Chris, just like grabs his hand between his eyes and just looks, and he's just like, I look at him, he looks at me. And he's just like, forget everything. And for a second, Chris is just like, "Ugh." And you just basically see the lights just turn off. He's like, now his mind is perfectly pliable for everything we are going to put into it.
Liz is just like stare, doesn't react at all. Cat's having a panic attack.
Jilon does not recognize the immensity.
Sean leans over to Jilon. You guys fought moles?
It was gross. They were underground. Got real dirty. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But we can fill his mind with what we need in a few moments. Good boy. And he just pats Chris on the head. But there's a more pressing concern right now. This is okay to leave the room because everyone will know shortly. I, John Thomas, and the two of us will be having to leave to DC to take control of it. Elizabeth probably will let you know that. Julian Luna is going to stay and same with Raymond Frost and Elizabeth. But I need a proxy. And Mr. Luna is not, fortunately, doesn't have the qualities I need in a proxy currently, as he has effectively given up the game, so to speak. And I respect his decision to walk his path and his path. So, for that, I believe, and that's a really good test because we're only going to be gone in DC for a month or two at most, hopefully, unless something happens. In the meantime, Elizabeth, you will have my proxy in the city. For all intents and purposes, you will be the acting prince in my stead. Please talk to Fred about things so that he can guide you with information you don't need since you're still very young. Also, I would appreciate if you just don't try to pull a coup on me.
Understood.
I would be I would really hate to have to eliminate you.
I would never.
It's I feel very close. You're like a daughter to me.
She will do whatever the customary thanks thing is, if it's a bow or whatever.
Thanks, Vampire Dad.
No, stop. Shut up.
Thanks, Vampire Daddy.
You daddy.
Sean
The
has
own-
the biggest grin on his face.
The only real limit to the proxy is obviously I can override any decisions you make if I'm
Excellent.
contacted. I would appreciate not having to have anyone on the Prime Council or anything contact me while I'm handling this. So please do a good job. It's only going to be a month or two. I'm sure the city won't burn to ash while I'm gone.
I will ensure it does not.
Curious phrasing.
Any more than is typical.
Anyway, me and Mr. Thomas and stuff will work with Chris here, and he will be very pliable for us. And then we will send him back, and he will essentially do whatever we want. A very loyal pawn. As for the thin bloods in the car with you that have not been brought up, I will allow that to be your first official proxy decision. He walks over,
you.
just puts his hand on your shoulders, does the double kiss thing. Just, good luck. And I know you'll be good. Also, you will be needing a few things. He hands you a couple keys. Those are the keys to my box at the stadium. This is also a pass to allow you to watch the games and stuff if there's any late night want to bring some guests.
Mhm.
And this right here, this USB drive I'm handing you contains information you'll need in case of emergencies.
All right. Should I check it now or just in case of emergencies?
In case of emergencies.
All right.
He leans forward and just whispers in your ear. He's like, "The password is John Sucks."
Got it. With an X or CK?
Why would it be with an X?
With
I
a
don't
Z, obviously.
Got it.
So you are dismissed. I figured your coterie would want to be here for this decision since they are some of your closest allies.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ooh, Sean, you might want to get that arm checked out. It looks a little.
First thing on my agenda.
Yeah, that looks painful.
All right. Shall we? Look to the group.
Congratulations.
Lead the way.
Now you are a princess!
Get in the fucking elevator. As soon as the doors close, I just punched Sean.
Ow!
Oh my god.
Oh, it's never changing on my phone.
I'm terrified.
It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We're not dead yet, right?
Yeah. What time of night is it, Kevin?
It's probably going to go to 3. You probably want to go and rest just because a lot of has happened tonight.
Yeah, we should.
What are we gonna do with the thin bloods, boss?
I guess we have to take them to the community center. I don't have anywhere else I can take them, unless like
Like as a prison?
I can call Fred, see if he has any kind of. I'm sure he has something. Do I?
He's
have a
probably
phone
just
number
gonna
for
Give it
say-
to
Fred?
Mario. I'm sure he can use a couple more hands.
I was about to ask if you wanted me to call Mario.
To kill him or
Well,
I'm sure he could find some use for them.
I want to talk to them first. I want to learn anything we can about them.
what are you gonna tell him what happened to Chris? You're gonna tell him that Chris flipped on him
For
and maybe
right
betrayed
now,
us?
we're not saying shit because
Okay.
silence is terrifying.
Good point.
First we need to figure out where they're spending the night. I do not like the idea of them spending the night in our haven, but I don't know what our options are. So do you think Mario has the capability of locking up a thin blood safely?
Yes.
4 of them?
It's Mario.
I don't fucking know what this man has.
He's done a lot of bullshit for us in the past. I feel like this is up his alley.
All right, give him a call. And then we should have some blood bags at the center for you, Sean, to feed up so you can heal that. Also, in the future, maybe don't fuck with the meth lab that's filled with like spooky vampire magic blood. Just saying.
Use a 10-foot pole or like a big
Well,
broom.
it's either me or the meth head down the street.
We could have just fucking left it. we're gonna send in a cleanup crew. Which, by the way, Jilon, do you still have the number of that KT woman? The one who cleaned up the mess at the.
Yeah.
Let's call
Let-
her.
Yep, I have that written down right over here.
Or
Carol
actually, I
Baker,
suppose we should
over
talk
there.
to Fred first and make.
You're
Yeah,
the
let's
prince.
talk
He's here
to-
to help you. Carol Baker was the cleaner.
Yeah, we need to talk to Fred first because I need to make sure that security stuff is taken care of first.
Oh, that's true because we don't want to send Carol there if there's still like active cameras.
Right. Yes.
Maybe we cut the
actually.
power to the building before they go in,
Yeah, so
but unless they have batteries.
I
Uh,
guess if you want to call Mario to try and figure out what we're doing with the Thin Bloods tonight, and then I will call Fred.
All right. So who wants to do the phone call first?
Princess,
I've talked so much.
you can hire an assistant to do your phone calls for you, but we're not there yet.
Do you want me to call?
No, I'm fine. All right, I guess. What I have this guy's number, right, Kevin?
Yeah, it's on. I would say Ebenezer also give you a small list of contact numbers that are important.
A Rolodex.
It's small ones.
Like on a ring. I think I saw that in a movie once. It was a Rolodex on a ring.
That's very vampire, honestly.
Phone rings. What's that? You just hear a lot of blaring music in the background. Fred.
This is Elizabeth Coldwell.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, I don't know if the prince has spoken with you tonight.
That you're acting in as proxy, so you're regent apparently, or some crap like that. Yeah, I heard. Apparently, he doesn't trust me enough.
I
is
had
cool.
had a couple questions, if you don't mind, when you get a chance.
Well, you're on the phone with me. I'm not really doing much else other than listening to some good music. I'm putting together a new album.
Mm.
I'm actually thinking about forming a new band, but I'm having a hard time finding band members.
Didn't I help this guy set up costumes for his old band?
Yep.
Waste my time.
Tell you just hear in the background. Tell Jilon you can have more than one band. The guy from Tool has 3.
I assume you can hear that.
And how many are good?
All of them. They're actually all pretty good, but they have like different things. Like he's got his like Tool rock, like synth metal band. Then he's got like more like easy listening style band. Each band is different. I have my rock band and stuff, but I'm doing more like a heavy metal band, and then I'm going to do a more of a country metal and the stuff. I like variety anyway.
I'm calling.
Electronic.
I'm calling because I have a building that is currently under electronic surveillance by a enemy contingent of Thin Bloods that needs to be dealt with. I know that nobody in the actual Ventrue meeting said that they were going to deal with that, did they, Kevin?
No, you didn't ask.
They didn't seem to
Okay.
care about much.
I need to make sure that no broadcast is actually sent from there and make sure that anything. I need to find somebody that can actually track this signal and scrub it.
I'll put out some things. I'll talk to Simon and Pavel and see if we can get some NOSes up in there. A lot of them are good with computers, I think.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Anything else?
I think that's all for tonight.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
Sayonara.
Okay. All right. And then I guess we're calling Mario.
Mario's just like, hey Mario, what's up again? Is that Sasha person causing issues again with you?
No, actually, I haven't heard from her in a while. Thank God. But I was hoping that you could help me out taking care of for thin guys.
4
Um,
twinks.
Four
Mari,
twinks.
it's like Mari. I know. I'm not sure if I'll help you with these thin guys, but there's only so much I can do. I'm like whips, chains, like branding
No!
iron.
No,
Still,
no.
Oh, Mario, what a king.
I'm just a little confused to what you need me because like I'm kind of straight, but like I guess I'm willing gay for pay, but I just don't know if we're that close.
Mario, please
Mario,
shut
maybe
up.
you should come to the community center and have a chat tonight.
Mario, shut up, man.
there's a lot you can do without getting out of your comfort zone.
That's not what I meant. I just don't know how to say it over the phone.
Oh, it's
Uh,
your it's that business. Okay, yeah, give me each other community center. If you
Yes.
don't want to talk over the phone. That's cool.
Thank you. Please just erase the last 2 minutes from everything.
I mean, I can do that.
Elizabeth, I've heard things I don't want to hear again.
This man is basically my father. I don't
I can
wanna
make
hear
you
this.
forget it. I can't make him.
I can't. You can't make Callie forget it. That's
That's really the problem here.
So, you made that call. Yeah. So
And I
Guess you
guess let's
drive.
head to the community center.
Mhm.
How in the fuck are we gonna get these guys into the building without being seen? As
It's like a loading dock, probably. And it's like 3 a.m.
yeah, maybe let's make sure that we don't have any guests that might be noticing anything. Just to be sure, just check the alleys.
I can do that. I can run out there.
Yeah.
John will run out and like look around, make sure there's nobody witnessing anything.
you just see the regular guy who sits on the corner, just poor, homeless, sign like, "Give me money. I needed to take ninja lessons."
I can support that, but I don't know what the sign says. I can't believe he's awake at 4 a.m.
That's one of those things when you sleep on the streets and stuff, especially during things you don't like. You wake and sleep and wake and your whole rhythm's off. So, yeah, if you drive around Baltimore, you do see a lot of homeless people who are awake still, even late at night.
So he would see if we try to unload bodies. Or he could-
He potentially could. The only other thing you see is there is lights on in one of the houses down the street a little, but you're pretty sure it's not one of the local old ladies who look at everything. Because you've never had issues with a neighbor, but other than that, you're seem pretty good.
Okay. I guess I'll head back to the van and say if we park in the right orientation, we can block line of sight from that direction.
Super.
But we're probably good.
All right. Let's go,
Mhm.
kids.
Take him into
Alright.
your sacred haven. The one just looking around like,
Oh, we should blindfold them before we get there.
yeah. It's like, oh god. So I take them to the haven proper or just the community center part?
I mean, down to they're gonna stay blindfolded, but down to the haven because I don't want the fucking cleaning crew to accidentally walk in on a bunch of people that are fucking zip tied and gagged and blindfolded.
Yeah, not after last time.
Yeah, we just tell them we're doing some weird stuff tonight. It's the weekend.
It's always kinky in this house.
Yeah, don't pry. Or unless.
Yeah,
Yes,
you go down.
Yeah.
You
I
do
got-
see Edward sitting there. It's just like, you've returned.
Hey, it's been an interesting couple of evenings.
Okay.
Hear anything about that ghost?
The investigator that you were talking about has contacted me and I've talked to him.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, he came by and we had a long discussion. Did a
Mhm.
lot of head nodding and stuff. Are those food?
Remains to be seen.
We'll get back to you.
Are they
Yep.
part of like some like modern weird stuff that you do? I mean, I just-
No, they're prisoners for the moment.
I
ah,
want to hear about any more modern weird stuff tonight.
We're just gonna find a room for them, maybe the room with the fucking clown, and
Mm,
just put them in there for now.
scare him straight. Disorient him.
about 15 minutes later, their elevator activates and Mario walks off. He's like,
Hey,
Welcome,
Mario.
hello.
"Hello. So, what you need? You've been very busy the last couple of days with all of you.
yes. I think these are the. I'll just let Liz explain it. I will stop talking.
We have 4 prisoner kindred that are what she meant by thin are what's called thin blood. They're not as powerful as some of the rest of us, so a stake is not exactly an
What'd you do with the
acceptable-
2K teeth?
We would have brought them with us. We're gonna bring them with us too.
They
They were also in the car.
Cut back to the church. They're just laying in the pews.
No, we would have brought them.
I totally forgot about those two. Because there were 3 thin bloods with Chris. There's 4 total.
I
They
thought it
kept
was
saying
4.
No,
I thought it
one
was
you told to go
4
home.
of them.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah,
Okay.
3. Yeah, there's 3 with Chris, and the 4th one you told to go home. So he's somewhere home.
That's gonna be a problem for later.
Yeah.
Though technically he doesn't know what happened
Mm-hmm.
until, he watches the video back. But anyway, these are 3 kindred that are thinner blood than us, so staking is not an appropriate solution. We need somewhere for them to spend the evening where they will not be in the way and will not be a danger to anyone.
And those 2?
Those 2 we are going to wake up when we have a moment.
So you just need a place to store them that they will be out of sight, out of mind, and no one knows what happened to them.
Yeah,
You
and
want them alive. You want them to stay alive.
we want them to stay alive for now.
Okay, I
And,
got just the perfect place.
preferably not going. I don't know how hungry they may or may not be. Preferably not going to frenzy or anything.
I know a place or 2 where we keep individuals that the
I don't want to know.
mob want to
One of those big meat
talk to
freezers.
it. We do have one of those, but that's not where I was going to send them.
Okay.
Do you got someone I need to store there?
Not currently.
What? It's where you store bodies.
I'm just
when you have
looking at
people to dispose of.
Jilon.
Nobody knows the future, all right?
That's fair. All right.
I mean, with the new regent in charge, who knows what's going to go down?
All right, somebody help me put them into my truck.
Oh,
I can help.
I-
And get them all in. And before Mario leaves, like, goes over to Mario. He's like, "You good? Everything's good?"
yeah. I kind of like impulsively, because I couldn't figure out how else to do it, like almost kissed a really bad dude earlier today. And I kind of am regretting it. But besides that,
Well, a lot of
Dad,
people
I
do
kissed
go
the
through
boy
that.
and I regretted it.
Like, well, I do know that there is a phase a lot of girls go through where they do get with boys that they regret.
this is not.
What is happening today, Mario?
He's very supportive. He's a supportive and open-minded individual.
I guess so.
You could talk to about him with anything.
If you want to sit down and discuss it, I will help, though I will admit that is not my area of expertise.
I'm good, Mario. It's totally fine, and thank you for the emotional support. I really appreciate it, but I do not think that this is a good conversation to have. So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go and deal with it myself.
Okay. Like I do remember when you were younger, and we had to have some conversations because you were curious on things, and
Please stop.
but I'm here for you. I'm here. Okay.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please stop.
If you need anything, I'm a phone call away.
Okay. I turn and walk back in.
Liz is just screaming into a pillow on the couch.
Edward's just like, "Are you okay, young one?"
It's been a very stressful evening. How did the
Hmm.
meeting with Mr. Stone go? Did you guys talk about do you learn anything about our ghosty friend?
Not immediately. He is investigating. It's a bit tougher, and he did say he had a priority case with a Mr. Church,
Yes. Out of
who
curiosity,
apparently was a lot easier to find because apparently ghosts don't use the internet.
yes, that is accurate. Out of curiosity, did you guys talk clan at all?
He filled me in on some things, and I am what's the word I'm looking for? Lots have changed.
Yeah.
Things were changing while I was still when I first got embraced. My sire mentioned things, but I didn't realize those that bloodline had fully taken over as hard. I thought we would Cappadocians would rise and again, but no.
Yeah.
Thankfully, apparently, I did not inherit the curse. Whew, that's horrible.
Question has Mari described any of the Hakata that you met with at that dinner party?
She might have mentioned it.
What I'm wondering is, would I know if there are any of the descendants of Cappadocia in the city, Kevin?
Cappadocian.
Yeah.
Well, technically, a lot of them are descendant of Cappadocia, but let's look here.
The specific
There's a
ones,
there is a harbinger. So that's one. Technically, a lot of them are technically descendant. But if you mean like the original the Cappadocian clan proper, there's one.
Yeah.
Henry Charles Edwards. He is a harbinger of Skull, which were the leftovers of Cappadocians.
There is one individual in the city that might
Yes, the Mr. Stone was talking about that. Yeah,
I didn't
mentioned
know how familiar he was.
yes, he was mentioning, and I might set up a small dinner, and reintroduce myself to the other members of the clan, since apparently they got back together after stuff. And see how it goes.
Well, Mari can
Also,
fill you
I
in
need more
on.
razors.
We can work with that. I can get that for you.
I need to shave my head every night.
Yes, I realize that now. Maybe an electric razor. We can teach you how to use an electric razor.
What now?
Electricity.
It just makes it faster and you won't have to replace it as often.
So you can shave your hair with electricity.
With a device
That
powered
would
by
be so much
electricity.
cooler than what it actually is.
Okay. I was also looking into something called, the wigs. I mean, there's a
Okay.
place.
I'm just gonna
You
grab
need
one of the
wigs.
spare laptops we have and
It's like,
put him in
oh,
front of Amazon wigs.
Oh no, apparently there's a place up in Reisterstown going to Mr. Stone that sells very high-end wigs.
Oh yeah, it's much better, but I meant for these could get here tomorrow evening. In time for your dinner.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the dinner is still a couple days away.
Oh, okay. Well then
We
you're
haven't
fine.
set it up yet. Oh yeah, I mean. I
In the
still got time.
meantime, though, I will go ahead and order him an electric razor online.
It's like, ooh. So you
The
can
wonders of the internet.
so you can say you want this now, and it appears the next day.
Well, it's delivered. Sort of like I mean,
Delivery.
exactly how it's always been. It just is a lot faster now.
Oh, that is very fast. Like back in the older days when you wanted someone from elsewhere, it would take days, weeks, maybe months to get to you. Oh, and you just click of the button and
Well, maybe if it's anything too expensive, run it by me, considering I am kind of the one covering for you for the moment, but
I mean, this right here is like $5. That is that must be massively expensive.
I'll get you a budget.
Oh.
You
Oh,
can
all
have
these items. He's just looking. He's like, all these stuff is just so expensive.
There's a show you
5,
can watch
10,
called The Price is
15.
Right that'll give you a good idea about what things are costing. Then you should that way that'll teach you.
anything under 50, you're good, my man.
Oh, you must be super wealthy.
Yeah.
I
Look how
mean,
we're
I
dressed.
did just walk out of that building with a very rare painting.
Regency.
I need to get that appraised.
Mm,
Don't you do those?
I do, but I'm not an expert in that particular time period, unfortunately, and it's difficult with stuff that you personally own because there's a conflict of interest. Also, I maybe need to forge some papers of documentation of where that came from, considering I can't exactly say I pulled it out of a haunted fucking house.
It might
Oh.
make it worth more.
Well,
The Van Gogh.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, I took the was it the Donatello?
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. So what are you gonna do with those two? Are they gonna just like?
Well, once we are all fed, we could feed them some. They're KTs, so they're probably pretty thin. Blood bags might work for them.
Mhm.
Let's see, KT.
How many blood bags do we have in the fridge left? I haven't
or
touched
3.
it in a while.
That's the 2 or 3 usable ones, because
Sean,
guys
do you
use 'em
think
all
you're
the time.
good with just one bag? Or do you need two? I don't know how much.
Whatever.
You say whatever, and your skin is flaking off and onto the fucking carpet.
You might need more
Yeah.
than normal tonight of all nights.
Yeah.
We can get a second order. I'm asking, do you need more than one bag?
I can freaking go down the street and get my own.
Okay.
Good. Should we wake him up tomorrow? Then it's kind of late.
Maybe, yeah. This is becoming a habit. I don't like this.
hmm.
I don't like being responsible for waking people up.
We don't
What
have
the
to.
fuck
We could
happened?
just.
Were they in torpor when you guys found them already?
It was like Aisha.
Mm,
They're not as strong as her though, so they couldn't come out of it as easily.
mm.
But no
didn't
idea how
have
long they were down there
any-
either.
They didn't have any mortals down there?
Look, I'm not a scientist.
We're gonna have
I
to
looked
talk about
around. I
those.
didn't see anybody.
Ah,
Maybe they were
We'll
waiting
deal
for
with
other
it.
people.
We'll deal with it tomorrow evening. That is a problem for tomorrow us.
Whoever goes and cleans up, they might find more. But I'm sure they'll get
Well,
it done
I
by.
imagine if there was any mortals down there, Sean would have found them while he was blowing the place up.
Meanwhile, in the upstairs of the thing, oh, we're on fire now.
All right. Well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Feel like we accomplished a lot today. All of our
Honestly,
worries are
yeah.
gone.
I mean, a lot of them. Oh, recap for what the hell happened. Apparently I was right. The prince or formerly styled emperor of DC, Marcus Vitel, is dead. I should have asked more details about that. Like how the fuck it happened.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Was I given like a board meeting notes? Did they explain anything?
You were late, so they already went through that.
Fuck.
Liz, you gotta be early
I
for these
told you
things.
it's gonna take more than an hour.
I will fight you.
Okay.
I will not. 'Cause
Please.
I'm kind of hungry. You know what? We have a sword, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I,
Is that for what?
we both know how to sword fight. It's,
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like. All right.
no.
Do you want to duel? Because like I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We can do that.
Oh, I was good at card games. Is it like poker or parcheesi?
Those aren't card games.
Poker is.
If you teach this guy Yu-Gi-Oh, just do not let him know that you can buy the cards online.
Hell yeah.
Well, you have to. He has to win the cards to get them.
Mm.
Yeah. Like in
that how that
the
works?
in the game.
Or just get him like a video game version. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently I have turned to Edward. Apparently the capital nearby recently had a change of power, and the Prince of Baltimore will be gone for a few days along with the Ventrue Primogen. So I have been named regent for the time being.
Congrats.
Thank you. So I will probably be gone quite a bit more often in the coming weeks. Oh god, I'm gonna have to hold like court and shit.
I can
Well,
help you
I
with
can
that.
give you a cape. Will that help?
Point
A
to
scepter?
Jilon, yes. Point to Cozy, probably not. No offense, sweetheart.
Do you need like a scepter and like a
Oh, like
special outfit?
Oh my goodness.
Make it your own. Make it. You have to make it your
pretty in
own.
a tiara. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so
Don't just do what Ebenezer
one,
did. Make it yourself.
no to the tiara. Two, funny you say scepter because let me tell you about our old clan symbol.
Still part of your new clan symbol too.
Oh yeah. Well, the
Could you
new one
change
has
the
a
clan
sword
symbol?
and a scepter. No, no. I mean,
Can you
like
do-
I can alter it on my own stuff to make like a fashion statement, but like
Can you make kinetic Elysium? Would that be good? Just like put your stamp on that. Do we want that as a club?
I don't know. Cause like the other club in town that what's her name has, that's not Elysium, is it? No, because she's not Camarilla, right?
She's not friends with the princess.
So the other club is it's
Pep me up.
yeah, Pep Me Up is the Anarchs version of Elysium, and most time, like when the Anarchs declare an Elysium and the Camarilla do, they kind of respect each other. It's just because it's like, hey, I can go to the enemy's territory, hang out, and not have to worry about dying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not hasn't been officially declared Elysium by the prince.
We can get a step up on them. We'll talk about it another day. But this might be our
Yeah.
opportunity to step me up.
I mean,
Nothing.
might be
Okay.
worth thinking. We had talked about it, and now that we have a good handle on our security team, knowing we have a handful that are in the know,
Mhm.
might be worth it.
Definitely an idea. But we have a month or two to
Yeah.
iron out the details.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh God.
It's not an abuse of power.
I mean, I'm not gonna just immediately do it. I have
Yeah,
to
it's
run
not a
all
first.
this-
It's not a first day decision.
No, I have to run all this shit by Fred.
Pretend like you
and-
think about it.
Technically, I should probably clear this with David, actually. Keeper of Elysium.
Oh, that's a good idea,
Yeah.
but not for today.
Yeah, no, I feel like I could use a rest.
Then let's do that.
Yeah. I am either down for some sword fighting or I'm going to disappear into my studio for a bit and do some painting before crashing for the evening.
Yeah. I think Jilon's experience with fitness levels would say if you've already fought tonight, maybe do a different activity. You don't want to overload yourself.
That's not a thing for
Yeah, it
us,
is.
really.
Well, I mean, okay, whatever.
I mean, I didn't actually expend any blood tonight. I expected to, but I didn't.
So, anything else you want to do before the end of the night as you all enter into? Yep, Sean.
So he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go place an order if you catch my drift, and I'll be back in just a second. He'll go outside to the curb.
I don't think we use the bathroom anymore.
And he pulls out a secondary phone and just is like, text just like, I believe we need to meet. Some things have come up that might interest you, boss. Hesitates. Send. And just like, oh, gentil.
Just a message back. I'll be there shortly. Tomorrow or the next day. The sun's about to rise. I'll be there tomorrow, yeah.
Bien.
Yep.
All right, just checking a list of things. So if anyone was there, motorcycle pulls up, person opens up things like, got what you need. You ordered your food, right, Sean?
No.
No, oh,
That was him texting, what's her name?
I thought you were also
No.
ordered for more blood bags.
No, that was the excuse.
You should order more blood bags too.
Yeah, he can contact TAC later though.
Yeah. It's okay, Terry. It's okay. It's just a plot. It's just a
That
plot.
was a dog? He sounded like a fucking cat.
Yeah.
He straight up meowed.
All right. So with that, you go into your sleep. So Sean, Reese, to heal aggravated wounds, you need to every night make 3 rouse checks. And if they fail, you gain hungers for each one. But you do heal that aggravated. And you got to do this 2 nights in a row, basically.
And this is why I asked if you wanted more than one blood bag.
That's a 6. That's a 2. That's a 7.
All right, so 1 more hunger and you heal 1 aggravated.
Do the superficial go away after sleep?
Superficial, you just have to raise blood and you heal 2.
One rouse check can heal 2 superficial damage. Hang on, I lied. What's your blood potency?
Probably 1.
Then I think it's just 1.
Yeah, already rolling, so it's a 4.
Correct, yeah.
So you heal 1. Getting a little hungry there.
Yep.
Especially as you all need to make rouse checks as you awaken.
That night, Liz was going to start on a personal painting project.
All right. And as we do that, we cut away from that, and In another part of the city, a vehicle does rise as a new character kind of walks out of it, and that's where we'll be ending for the night.
Cool.
Yep.
I got a 6, so I am not hungrier.
I am also not hungry.
Do I have to do it again?
This to awaken, yeah. The other was to heal.
What's your hunger at?
5.
Fuck!
Should have.
Looks like we're waking up 3 bitches tomorrow evening.
Oh man, what if his friend shows up and
Well, so there's a fun thing. When you wake up at hunger 5, I don't think you wake up. You just go into sleepy time.
No, it's if you're at 5 and you fail that rouse check.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to sleep at 5 and try to awaken, I believe. Or if that healing got him to 5 and then he failed that rouse. I believe.
So what were you at when you
4.
rolled for that morning?
Was at 4, and then Rouse checked for the morning and got to 5.
Oof. Okay.
So he's ravenous in the morning or night. All right. So with that fun, exciting news for next time we play. Hello, and thank you for joining us, everybody. Let us go around if there's any plugs. I'm going to skip the 2 who all never have plugs unless, from in the future, if Reese or Luke, if you have something, just be like, I got something. So we'll do, Aya, you got anything coming up?
Hey everybody, my name is Golder, and I have a Twitter. I do commissions on it. You can get some art. Please do that. And I also run a game called Saffron Academy, where I run a magical mystery school game for some of these lovely people, where I sent 2 of the people in this chat some very special letters, and they probably already opened them at the time of this when this releases. So yeah, go watch the VOD because I'm sure it was not interesting at all, and there's no consequences for my actions. So there you go.
I have not opened mine.
Well, good.
All right. So Callie, anything? Ooh.
Hello. You can find me at Cap Callie on Twitter.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I run a game every other Tuesday. It's called Unwritten. I and Reese are in it, and it's fun. I introduced a newsie last time, so there's gonna be a newsie this time. Yeah. I don't. Just it's on Fracture Moon D&D at 8:00. Just it's fun. Just watch it. Anyway, that's it for me.
All right. Katrina, anything unique or special?
Let's see. Retroverse is ending soon. We just had our last official episode of Vaccine. Next time we're going to do the epilogue. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to miss you guys, but I'm going to miss that story a lot, but I'm excited to move on to new things. Some of which will be here, but I'm going to let Kevin talk about them because he's running both of them because I am lazy.
No, you're embarrassed, Otto.
That too. Yeah. Which, yeah, if anybody watching had not known. So if at any point, like, you see me vanish off screen, it's probably morning sickness because it sucks. But check out Power Rangers, which hopefully will be here soon. We'll probably have the whole everything all at once together. And then we're going to have a second season of it, which is going to be called something like the Insect Knights, which I'm pumped for.
What the fuck? That's not in the Power Rangers MO. It should be called Insect Force or whatever.
We decided on knights.
I know.
But I'll
Um,
let Kev talk about those.
All right.
They have to
Unless
go to
there's
school during the day.
freaking Power Ranger vampires in that.
So, yeah, join in on this channel. Obviously, more Baltimore by Night every fortnightly on Mondays. It's there. So if you're watching this, 2 weeks it shows up, and next time there's going to be a very special surprise, and we'll see what that is.
I'm
And then
gonna be there. Woo!
It's gonna
that's
be
the
us.
surprise. No,
We're all
that's
gonna be there.
Yeah, dabs.
the other thing is on the Mondays opposite of it, we have our Dishonored game. There's several more episodes of that going to be going. It's interesting. The last one ended on a nifty cliffhanger. It's gonna be great.
Oh God.
As the group is about to engage a tall boy. If you play Dishonored, you know how those guys can be
I'm
really
scared.
annoying.
It'll be fine.
As I said, we have two Power Ranger games. One hasn't started yet. That's going to be, we were not sure when that's going to be uploaded on the videos. The Insect Night one, Power Rangers Insect Nights. But when we figure out our schedule, we will. And the other game will be a Mage the Ascension game called Chantry Houses Baltimore, or Chantry Houses of Baltimore. I'm still tweaking the name a little. And that will be also airing in the next couple weeks. Hopefully, once we get it all settled. But those are two new games that are going to be coming up because Retroverse has ended, and I'm filling those time slots with things. Because I just love games. Games. Anyway, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? Oh, I did think someone did mention a thing called Eldritch Sands. Katrina,
Oh,
talk about
yeah.
that. Because
Uh,
I don't know the details.
So Eldritch Sands is a game by our good friend Florian of Poison Potion Press. It is 5e adjacent. It's not fully compatible, but it is very close to it. So it's an easy plugin, and it is in the top 5 on DM's Guild or Drive Through RPG right now. Top 5, top 10, top 10. Hopefully top 5 by the time this airs next week.
And it was a successful Kickstarter, so correct.
Yes.
Prior to this, and
Yes.
now it's being released to the public. So.
Yeah, so it is available for sale right now on Drive Through RPG, and backers have full access to it. So go check it out. It's available for print on demand and the PDF right now. And I don't know when backers are getting their fancy stuff, but they should be soon. But yeah, go check that out.
It's number 6 on there right now.
Getting close to that 5. And I'll throw a link to that in the description for this video as well.
You may see a couple familiar faces in there.
Mm-hmm. Literal familiar faces too. Yeah. So keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Okay, so that one was we almost forgot. And other than that, hope you all had a bloody good time. See ya. Obfuscation out.